kick open that thing.
Hey.
The Central Petroleum
What's your
Company,
piece of
better
wood?
known as Simpico Lubricants, is a trusted name for high-quality and performance lubricants. Simpico Lubricants are proven to excel in heavy-duty applications with over 260 national and international championship pulling titles. Simpico Lubricant customers have proven the benefits and savings of trusting their equipment to Simpico Lubricants. If you own or operate trucks, tractors, or heavy equipment, call today 1-800-553-1891 or online at simpico.com.
The official fan app for truck and tractor pulling. Sign up, pick winners, win cash. It's that easy. Fullpull.us.
At Profab Machine, we strive to provide competitive, top-notch quality transmissions, transfer cases, and driveline products for truck and tractor pulling competition. Profab uses modern machinery and the latest technology to produce high-caliber products. From the product materials to the heat treating process, quality and satisfaction are our #1 priority. Profab Machine, trusted since 1987.
Heavy diesel rebuilds and machine work is High Plains Performance's specialty. Their team of qualified and experienced professionals are at the top of their industry. Contact Doug for a quote today.
The Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association is the largest of 3 sanctioned national pulling associations with 16 classes and more than 350 competing vehicles streamed on outlawpulling.tv.
Truck and tractor pulling is evolving, and these guys are helping lead the charge. Jason Schultz, Logan Stevens, Jason Bittinger, Bert Forbes, real insight, real conversations, one goal, to grow the sport of truck and tractor pulling. Welcome to the Let's Grow Pulling podcast.
Raise your hand if you're still tired. So
I didn't go to Tomah, but I was at Pumpkin Center, and boy, it was a long weekend. But it was
why was it long, Bert?
Well, we were planning to put up the PA system on Friday, so that would be one less thing we had to do, and the storms and the rain. So we waited till Saturday, had to set up the scoreboard and the PA system all in the same day and have the show. So, yeah.
Now, is that like that one Disney story or whatever it was where you have to be in the pumpkin, be in whatever by midnight or it turns into a pumpkin?
That's Cinderella, Logan. Cinderella,
yeah,
bro.
Cinderella.
I'm not much of a Disney princess gal, as you can tell.
Well,
but
all right, we're starting a new segment. You have to wear a new hat every week, and you have to tell people about it. So, Bert, tell us about your hat.
I don't have one. Nobody told me about this part. Hold on a second.
I swear I texted you, Bert, just like I swear I did 92 other things, Nate. I didn't do a damn thing. Do you ever have the day where you wake up with a to-do list, right? And then it's all of a sudden you look down and it's 7 o'clock, it's time to do your podcast on Monday, and then you're leaving at 6 a.m. for Rushville, Indiana tomorrow, and you start to question your life decisions. You ever do that, guys?
I need a hat. I'll find one.
All right, so this is my Team Ushi hat from when I was over in Fuchdorf, Germany, the bucket hats. I want to know, do Americans wear bucket hats? Would you guys buy these from our merchandise trailer? I need to know in the comments, would you buy one of these from and what would you want on it? Like, do you want Bert's? Do you want the Turban Bert logo on here? Do you want Bittinger on here as AI version, or do you want NTPA or Full Pull or Beer Money? I need to know.
Don't use my AI version. Nobody would recognize that. I got something better than that, though. I'm wearing
Logan, what hat? Logan switched hats.
I did.
What did you have on originally?
I had on a red dirt hat to start out with, but I decided that this is my stack of podcasting hats.
All right.
And I need to get me a little spinner to go back here, and we'll just spin it every night, and we'll figure out what hat we're going to wear that night.
I like it.
Ooh, Bert,
I like it.
Bert's got the caution hot fucking ramen noodle pants.
Ramen noodle pants.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, God. Well, my head hurts so bad today that I just started drinking to try to make it go away.
Well, at least you're honest. So, well, good.
Oh.
I love those pen hats, Logan. I'm going to get me one of them. So.
Oh, just you wait till you get that tattoo, Jason.
You got to save your money there, Schultz.
Hold on, Logan. Do you have something that was I sent you the other night?
Oh, shoot. Yes. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we'll go to that later. That's something for later.
Well, welcome everybody to the Let's Grow Pulling podcast. My name is. Is that for me?
I love that shit. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is that what Dave Matthews wore bucket hats?
That's what everybody wore at the concerts.
You just
really?
look like a Dave Matthews
Yeah,
fan.
the only thing we're going to do is start smoking a little something.
That's a bit before my time there, bud.
Biddy knows what I'm talking about.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Luke. Thank you, Luke. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, let us know where you're watching from tonight. City, state, country, please. And then let us know what poll you went to this past weekend. We're
Preferably
curious.
along with your address and social security.
Well, yeah, I just need the last four of your credit card and that little 3-digit code, 607 or whatever it is on the back of your gold MasterCard. So welcome, everybody, to Let's Grow Pulling. My name's Jason Schultz. I started this thing back in 2012, and I'm been joined by many great co-hosts over the years, but you guys are my favorite because we have fun, and there's not a lot of Karen on here, and just having a good time, and I enjoy that. Jason Bittinger on the top left, he works for me. He's one of my friends I pay every other Monday to be my friend. Logan and Bert do not get paid for me. So but they love doing the podcast and growing the sport. So Logan's our chief IHRA pro polling correspondent. Bert is our chief out east correspondent. Bittinger is my chief get it done correspondent. And then we were going to have Stu on here. He is the chief the Bowling Green camping correspondent. He loves camping at Bowling Green more than life himself. But we were trying to go live from the camper, but he cannot get good internet, so he's going back to his apartment. But Stu's going to be a regular on the show. We're going to bring Chris Kilbarger in for all our IHRA pro polling predictions for the high stakes. Still trying to talk from the weekend. So I want to start with my weekend real quick. We're going to have Jim Schaendorf coming up on tonight. He has the Dorr Summer Sizzler July 4th in Dorr, Michigan. So that's some Grand National light mods and semis, and then some region classes, super farms, 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive trucks. And then we're also going to have Tory Keefe on. He's the one who tossed his motor out of his 4-1 up in Tomah, I believe, on Friday night. So and he owned it. He got off the tractor and he just kind of owned it. So
I got to give him dibs on that,
Yeah, he did a little curtsy, and the crowd went wild, and it was awesome.
Well, what else are you going to do? I mean, there's nothing else. You can't fix it right there. So.
I would cry.
Yeah.
But I had a big weekend. Guys. My oldest son got married Friday, and I want to thank Full Pull Live. So my dad and I could watch a diesel superstock class right before the church service, and I had to read in the wedding, and my wife was worried that I hadn't read my reading ahead of time, but I did. And then Dad and I watched the diesel superstocks right from the pew. Then they took my phone from me. I don't know why, but I feel it was probably the right move.
So somebody freeze that shot. Oh, dang it.
What happened?
You froze. In a very interesting, almost like that, yeah.
You got to clip that. That'll get used somewhere. It'll end up on pulloff.com, I'm sure.
Pulloff.com, my favorite thing in the whole world. So, guys, big weekend. Tomah, huge. They finally got 5 sessions in. Logan, I don't know if you been to Tomah, Logan?
I've never been to Tomah. My dad's been to Tomah. I've never been to Tomah.
It's one of those. It's one of the OG pulls. I mean, it's 50 years old. It's badass.
I mean, when it's been around as long as my dad has it, we can call it the OG pull.
I like how Logan talks about that. I forget how young you are, Logan. Are you 19 yet, Logan?
Nope, still 18.
Still 18. When's your birthday?
I'm 21 actually, but
no, that's what your fake ID says.
I'm an 07 kid.
07 model. Biddy, when's your birthday?
October.
What day?
82.
What
10.
day?
10-10.
October.
10-10 of 82.
10-10 of 82.
Bert, when's your birthday?
December 23rd of 80.
Christmas
Good
baby.
night.
Yeah, that's
I'm November. I'm November 9. I'm November 9 to 75.
I'm September 15th.
9/15 of 07.
Are we going to get like a bonus check in the mail? Is that why you're writing this down?
Yeah, no, I already filled out the checks. I just need your address, Bert. So I swear, Bert, I send you checks every week, Bert. I'm surprised I don't get you. I feel really bad about that.
I think you're full of shit as a Christmas turkey on Halloween. That's what I think.
Amanda Stern.
For one free beer money T-shirt.
Yeah. Amanda Stern, Sterling, Illinois. Here they went to Tomah. It was an amazing show. It was an amazing show.
We need Dan Mayer. When was the last time we got a full 5 sessions in?
So Doc Riley said it was 1980 something.
Wow.
Cow.
For those of people that watched the live stream there. Yeah, great. The weather, you guys, it wasn't too hot. It wasn't too cold. It was like, honest to God, perfect. And the crowds it was packed Friday night, Saturday night, Thursday night. I don't know. Was it half full, Jay? Probably.
Yeah, I'd say half full would be fair.
And then Saturday day and Friday day, probably the same. You know, I mean, day sessions are tough. Day sessions are tough at Bowling Green. You don't see it packed out. But, you know, Friday nights and Saturday nights is when we sell our tickets and get after it. Bert, who's that?
This is my daughter.
How could somebody looking like you make something that cute, Bert? Can you please?
She favored my wife, not me. Thank God.
Thank God. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Brittany. It's all good. It's all good.
She's being nice. She beat me up earlier.
No, I joked around when we loaded everything in at Tomah, Jason. I said, we're going to get the pallets out on Tuesday. We're going to put them down by the trailer so that we're prepared for the rain. And that's going to keep it from raining. Because if you're ready for it, it won't happen.
That's right.
And so all weekend, that was the running joke, was that we put the pallets down and it's not going to rain.
Well, somebody flipped the heat switch in Richland Center, Wisconsin, because it's warm today, and it's our first warm day. So, Logan, what's the temperature at in everybody's house? I'm curious. Throw that in the comments. I want to see. So, Logan, what's it like in Kansas today?
I think we were bumping pretty close to 100. It was every bit of 90.
Yeah. Fat guy's sweaty, just so you know.
Not this mini rod driver here.
Yep.
It's 94 here today, but it says it feels like 106.
And Tennessee?
Yeah.
Well, Bert, what about you in the Carolinas, buddy?
Hot, just damn hot. That's all it is.
Damn
hot and sweaty.
Damn hot.
Damn hot. I love it. Colin Burkholz is checking in. Diesel Supers had an excellent showing both times. Yes, they did. So the joke is with Diesel Supers all the time, because I own one of them. It's not out yet. It's getting a brand new look. It'll never look like the former high-tech redneck.
Let's get our weekly update on Jason.
How's that going? Yeah.
How's that going?
Into that.
It's on its way to the body shop. The motor's out of it. The chassis is going to a secret disclosed location for the new sheet metal. So, and it's not a Fendt. It's not a Fendt.
Not a Fendt?
Not a Fendt. But I would. No, I can't.
And
I
it's
signed
not
a deal.
It's also not a Kubota.
It's not a Kubota, but it's not an international anymore either. It'll never, ever look like the former high-tech redneck ever again as long as I own it.
It's probably a good old Massey Ferguson or something.
Just keep guessing. I'm not going to tell you. I don't even like you.
A white. Is it a white tractor?
A white tractor?
No,
I can't tell you. Don't even guess. Don't even guess, because I'm not telling. I'm not telling nobody.
Are we getting close at least?
I'm not going to tell you.
He keeps getting tighter lipped the closer we get.
Well, I was going to unveil this thing in Evansville.
I thought we were friends. I thought you were going to give us a hint. Like
I only pay Bittinger to be my friend, Bert. You have to try a little harder.
Secrets don't make friends.
Oh, hey, when's Schaendorf going to come on?
Good question. That's what I'm looking at now. I'm texting him.
Oh,
Whenever
wait.
Schaendorf gets this check for him to be your friend.
No, he's promoting a poll, so we're gonna have him on the show tonight. We're going to it Saturday. Hey, do you have any breaking news or welcome? We're gonna bring Stu on, our camping correspondent of Bowling Green. He's our newest co-host here. Biddy, do we have any sound effects like that?
I'm looking. Hold on.
Stu.
I was preoccupied with
I just want to say, Stu's gonna make it a little more exciting here. He doesn't know it better. He cares about one thing in this entire world: camping and growing. He's gonna share entertainment ideas and beads in Bowling Green. Stu, make him big, Biddy.
So what I want to know is, what should I drink tonight? Spotted Cow or Busch Light?
Busch Light every time.
So
really,
people in Wisconsin don't. They say that he still hasn't fixed his echo thing yet.
I can turn on the volume. Hold on. Wait a minute. How's that?
Yeah, it seems a little better.
Okay.
Now you can hear me. So, Stu, your little echo. You see your little 3 dots down there?
Yeah.
So, Sarah says edit mic settings.
Yeah.
Is that it, Jason?
Here we go. Media turned down. Let me do that. There we go.
I don't know. You know, I gotta. Jason, where's his echo settings at, Bert? Where are they at?
I think he's got it. I was in his messing.
Is that better? I turned down the media volume.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you still hear the echo?
Not really.
I don't. No.
Okay.
All right, Jason, can you make Stu big? I mean, he's already big, but can you make him big on the screen?
It's called McDonald's.
We can
Hey,
make him
Stu.
completely big.
So,
take
Stu,
him
tell
right
us
away.
about. Well, I want that.
I
You
got
know what
it.
I want, Jason.
Well,
That's fine. There we go,
you
Stu.
doggone messed it all up with your inside the NTPA.
I did.
Yeah, we changed him.
Oh, they don't follow the studios, Logan?
No, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kinsey.
No, Kenzie's not here.
Oh,
It was me.
She just logged out. You're hung.
So, Stu, tell us a little bit about yourself and what your goal is in life before you die.
Okay, so I've been following you for about 4 or 5 years now on the program. And then I met you, I believe, in 22 or 23 at Bowling Green. I live in Bowling Green, just so everybody knows. And a lot of people say, you know, you're the luckiest person in the world. I tend to agree with that. My thing is this, and it touched my heart when me and you had talked, I believe, when we first met, and you said, Stu, what my goal is to get pulling to the next level when it comes to the purses. Because a lot of these guys, a lot of these events are still making the same purse money they were making in the 90s. Does that sound right to you? And I said, absolutely not. So listen, what I can do is, Jason, I grew up in the suburbs. I was not privileged enough to grow up in a rural area. Farmers and people who work in agriculture over the salt of the earth people, and I love them to death. I don't work as hard as them, obviously, as you can see. I don't burn that many calories. But what I can do is, and I thought about this, because where I came from was I've been to Bowling Green for years, but I'd only stay for an hour or two because we didn't grow up in an agricultural family, right? But when Big Andy, the Headless Horseman, invited me to the campgrounds in 2018 for the first time, my eyes were open to the light. And I was hooked and addicted from that point on, because my whole thing is not everybody of a new audience is going to be attracted to, let's say, tractor pulling, but they're going to be attracted to a party atmosphere. And if you invite people to a party atmosphere event, some of those people maybe aren't going to get into pulling, but a lot of those are. And those are new fans and a new demographic that will grow the economic impact for not only the pullers and their prizes, but for the promoters and all the food vendors, all the restaurants, all the gas stations, Kroger, Walmart, Meijer, et cetera, that come into town. You know, they talk about this all the time, and the number for Bowling Green, I hear it anywhere from 30 million to 100 million. But either way you look at it, if you look at what people spend in the Wood County, Bowling Green metro area, they spend between $80 and $100 million on economic impact is what I keep hearing, the number that keeps ringing in my ear the last couple of years. So if we can get that tide to roll over into other events and just create a little bit more of, honestly, a campground party atmosphere, or just a party atmosphere in the sands, not that it doesn't have to be family friendly, but you got to invite new audiences into the sport of pulling. If you keep just talking inside the bubble, nothing's ever going to change, right? So I'm not saying it has to go back to the craziness and the lawlessness of what sometimes that it has been in the past, specifically, you know, the issues that Bowling has had, but
Lawlessness?
Hold on.
I'm just saying, I've heard stories. I wasn't a party to those things, obviously, but my thing is, what I can do for the sport is this. I can increase the people that I talk to that aren't necessarily in agriculture, that I can say, look, you guys need to come experience this event. This is a bucket list thing. I was in Mardi Gras in my 20s in New Orleans, and it was dirty. I didn't feel safe. It wasn't a good experience. But when I went to the campground in BG and everybody was so friendly, they would invite you to the campground if they didn't know you. If you'd like an adult beverage, you could have one. If not, you had a non-adult a beverage. But the whole point was everybody was welcoming in the campground. And the atmosphere that was, if I can just get enough people to experience that, that will overflow into people saying, you know what, I don't have the money to go to Disneyland with my family this summer, but there's a pull 100 miles away. And I heard that not only is it a cool tractor pull that maybe my kids would like, but I can enjoy myself too. I've heard there's kind of a party atmosphere there. So we can get more people and new audiences going to pulls. That rising tide will lift all boats. So what I can do is the people that aren't into necessarily pulling, like my dad wasn't into pulling, my grandfather, because they weren't in agriculture, right? But if I can start a trend where I can get new audience into this, we can raise the economic tide. A rising tide lifts all boats. And when you spoke to me about how we can get more purse money, more money for the promoters that put on these events, this is what I can do. I can't talk about what exactly every nut and bolt that puts a pro stock together or what everything goes together on a transfer box on an unlimited, right? But I can talk about the party atmosphere and the cool things that are about that and how it's a must-see experience. Like at the end of your life, you can say, I've been to the Grand Canyon. I've been to the Eiffel Tower in Paris. I've seen the London Bridge. I've seen all that. I also was at Bowling Green, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. That's my point.
Yeah. I go with that.
Yeah.
100%.
Stu, the first time I met you, I thought you looked like the guy from Family Guy. What's that?
Do you want me to do the laugh? Do you want me to do the laugh?
Do the laugh, yeah.
Oh, there he is.
There it is. That's the first picture. That's the first one I took. I think that was 2021. That was reloaded. And somebody up front made me that sash, Mr. Tractor Pull. And like I was winning a pageant or something. And I said, dude, I got to drink a Busch Light Apple, and I got to take a picture with this. And that's one of the classic pictures that I have.
That's
classic.
Awesome. I love it.
That's fun. Well, so welcome, Stu. You are going to be part of our podcast. You are the chief camping correspondent of the Let's Grow Pulling podcast.
I'm there.
As we cycle through all the pictures to find there we go. So.
Yeah. My thing is that I may not look, you guys may not agree with me when you ask me about picture or something or an opinion, but just tell me I'm a fat idiot. Like, I can deal with that, right? When people tell me I have bad ideas, I can take criticism. But when people tell me, like when Full Pull first got started, there were people that were commenting, oh, it'll never work. Don't be that person. Don't just be the stigma that says, I don't want change. I'm just going to put, and sit down and not do anything. We have to do something. We have the momentum here with the Full Pull. It's really starting to pick up with the pics. It's really starting to pick up with the streaming. And with Rich now as the CEO of NTPA, I've listened when you had your weekly podcast on the NTPA channel. I really like what I'm hearing from Rich. And yes, not every idea is going to work. And, we've had that discussion with Jim Alt and the campground when he signed the camper, which, by the way, everybody come to the Bowling Green campground, the end of Parade Alley, sign the camper, please. We have thousands of signatures. I just covered up the one side that Andy didn't like the pink paint that was on it last year. So somebody sprayed pink paint on it. So I fixed all that. I have new stickers on it, but we need to keep signing the camper. Anyway, the point is that we have to try things. Everything may not stick to the wall, but the goal of everybody should be rising the economic impact of each event. Everything down from the small regional events up to the super grand nationals like Bowling Green, like Tomah, which, by the way, congratulations, Tomah. From everything on See Online, it was a tremendous success. I give Chris and everybody the credit. I wish I could afford to have been there, but it looked amazing on the clips that I saw on YouTube and Facebook from Full Pull, and I just want to say congratulations to them because that looked like it was a lot of fun.
Logan, you been to Bowling Green?
I've never been to Bowling Green, no.
Do you want to come to Bowling Green this year?
Oh my God, you're gonna have so much fun.
I'm dying to go to Bowling Green one of these years. I mean, ever since I first got into the minis 4 years ago, we didn't really realize we lived what we call a sheltered lifestyle. We didn't realize how big Bowling Green really was until we jumped up to the big dogs, and we're like, holy cow.
You got to think about it this way, Logan. There's 2,100 campsites in the campground, right? Now, with every campsite comes 2 wristbands because you have to have a wristband now to get in the campground. That'll get you in all 5 sessions up front.
That helps with the lawlessness.
It does. I'm not criticizing it. It was a good thing.
No, I don't care if you are or not. We didn't bring
necessary.
you on here. Dude, we did not bring you on here to kiss ass. Trust me.
No. Like I talked to Jim Alt. I talked to Dave Schultz. Like, they sat me down and said, Stu, we know you're pushing the party atmosphere thing, but you got to realize, we had some issues where we may not be able to have an event in the future because we had to put in the fence, we had to put in the cameras, and I agreed with all of it. My thing was that, and here's going to come the honesty, if you're going to crack down on trailered rigs, my opinion, I love them, they look cool, but if you're trying to make it safer, you need to get the 70-mile-an-hour razors out of there. Okay, I'm just sorry, like, we're supposed to have a 5-mile-an-hour limit or so, the give or take, which is cool. People get, like the guy with the red boat with the open bow with the super pole trailer, Caterpillar, the best thing there. Like, and we're making a ride this year. Me and my group made a snow cat with rubber tracks. Looks like a tank. It's got a seat on it. Yeah. The thing is that if the goal is to make it safer for everybody, I'm not sure that 70-mile-an-hour razors are appropriate for the campground. Now, I'm going to get some hate mail for that. But
what is your mail so we can have people send that to you?
Yeah.
Please throw that in the comments.
It's bgfatguy. I don't know.
What's your email?
Seriously, like the thing is,
Stu, we're gonna make you famous, Stu. We're gonna make you famous.
Look, but see, remember, I told you years ago, this isn't about me. When I first started talking to you, and I said I would love to come on Let's Go Pulling, but I needed to make baby steps to understand the sport a little bit better and understand how these functions work. Because I've run brick and mortar retail stores, multi-million-dollar businesses. I have done that, but the thing of it is I need to understand that a pulling event is a totally different animal than running a retail establishment. So it's taken me a couple of years to do what God gave me most, my eyes and my ears. Use what God gave you most, lest you only have one mouth, you have 2 eyes and 2 ears. I've been looking and listening to how these things are run as best as I can. And I'm trying to get in that thing where the last thing I think they can do in the campground, just my opinion, is to get rid of the 70-mile-an-hour razors or really put some restrictions on them. You know, hey, if we see you doing 50, 60 miles an hour down Parade Alley and making the corner towards the Pizza and Ice, we're going to chase you down and we're going to kick that vehicle out. Like you can stay for the weekend, but that vehicle's got to go. You got to get in that trailer, get it out now. Like,
how about we hire Logan Stevens to come and do security?
I'm not big enough.
Oh, I think you'd be fine. I think you'd be fine. You know, there's enough security there now, but I'm just saying that's the last thing that I think they need to do. That's just my opinion. I think everything else has kind of been quelled. Like, we can leave our campers unlocked. A couple of years ago, before they put in the fence, we'd have our campers broken into. We'd have alcohol stolen out of our coolers. I had a speaker stole one time, a Bluetooth speaker. You know, things like that. Now that the fence is there and they have the wristbands and they're glow in the dark and nobody can get by that, there is literally no issues I've heard of in the campground in the last couple of years. It has been fantastic. The only thing left, I would just say, is, well, 2 things. First is the razors. The second is, I'm going to go down this old man rabbit hole here. I'm starting to drink. But listen, they already have the power, and I've been told this. They already have the power in the 3,000 and 4,000 block in the campground. There's power poles with lights. I asked them a couple of years ago, I'm not going to say what blue shirt, I said, you guys already have power in the campground. Why can't you just run transmissions lines underneath? And then whatever that cost is, divide that by how many years you raised the campground fee, right? A couple of years ago, it was $300, and everybody said it hasn't been raised in years. Now it's $400 plus tax. I think it's like $410, which is fine. I'm okay with paying $500-$600, honestly. But what they need to do is have a plan to put in electric and then divide that by how many years, because I was told it was only $5 million to put in electric lines. Okay, so make it to take $5 million divided by 10 years, divided by 2,000 sites. There's got to be a mathematical way to do this. I'm not a genius. But then they said, well, there's too much drain on the power grid. I'm sure the $80 or $100 million that you guys are bringing into Bowling Green, Wood County, and the Tri-County area, including Toledo Metro, I'm sure we can figure something out with whoever the power company is, Edison or whoever, to figure that one out. Because there's enough money coming into the coffers when it comes to this from everybody coming in from all over the world. And that's the one thing you got to understand, Logan. The people next to me are from way out by Ottawa, Canada. They drive 18 hours to be here. And when they get here, they go to Kroger, they go to Walmart, they don't care. When the truck comes into Kroger, the beer truck, people buy pallets of beer.
You wouldn't need these transmission lines if it wasn't for Jeff Hodem's good old
speaker system,
whatever you want to call it, his DJ there at his personal trailer.
But I'm not nitpicking. I'm just saying I'm tweaking the last couple of things that I see. But my main point of this is for me to get on here, be a voice to people that want it to grow, and just let's try things to help it grow. That's why I love talking with Jason when I first met him, because he's like, look, Stu, I've been banging my head on this for years. We got to try something new. Full Pool's coming out. We got to try something new to get more money into the event sponsors, or excuse me, the promoters, and get the paychecks raised on the winning and the prize amounts. Because when somebody blows, you know, I heard there was was there a light modified that blew 2 motors this weekend at Tomah, and they went through $100,000 on a couple blocks. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Richardson's did I don't know. Richardson's foursome. Was it the transfer case or the gearbox?
Yeah, gearbox.
Oh, gearbox.
It was probably a couple $100,000.
Okay.
Let me say one thing about the Bowling Green fence. Back in 2002 or 3, I don't remember. There was a super stock, and I think it was Whitetail or White Farm or whatever. He turned over on the side, crushed the rim, messed up the tire. He was out for the weekend. And as a joke, he just put like a bucket on top of the hood of the tractor, you know, donations to fix whatever.
Yeah.
By the end of the weekend, that dude, we went and talked to him, me and my cousin, and he goes, I got enough to buy a new set of tires almost. and rims. I mean, he wasn't kidding. He was like, I mean, that tells you the fan base of Bowling Green. And the crazy days, I've seen the crazy stuff. I was back in the late 90s and early 2000s, and to me, that was more of the heyday of that, or the crazy stuff.
And I was there as a kid. I wasn't old enough to experience.
Right there. Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't old enough to experience that, but I've seen, like, Andy's been there since he was a kid. Andy grew up in Bowling Green. He's been there ever since he was a kid. His dad took him. Like, a lot of my friends that I met at Bowling Green, Junior and his whole group, Steve from over in Tiffin. He's a volunteer for OSTPA. All the guys that I've met, Matt from Mansfield comes over, like Doug from Canada, his nickname Doug like the hole. He has a Smoking the Bandit truck. Him and his buddies come in, with that replica semi and everything. My thing is that I meet so many good people there, and I see enough good people with good hearts and good intentions. We have to figure out a way to just connect that into the event's bottom line without people feeling that they're gouged. They gotta get something for their money. They have to get value.
All I'm going to say, go ahead, Bert.
What is a whole weekend pass cost now? Is it still $125?
Well, the wristband's $125, but see, here's the thing. I think entry is 24 at the gate or 25 for each session. So the wristband will pay for every session Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But here's the kicker. The wristband will then get you into the campground. You can buy extra wristbands. There's no limit. I've been told there's no limit on how many wristbands somebody wants to buy. But the trick is the wristband is only good for the campground and the front. You can't just get a wristband just for the campground. So I think the next step maybe would be that you could pay maybe $80 or $100 because look, here's the thing. They're going to be like, well, we want people to watch the show. Of course you want people to watch the show, but you are jam packed on Friday and Saturday night with 40,000 plus people anyway. Where are you going to put another 10 or 20,000 people? But if you get that's an exaggeration, but if you get another 4,000 or 5,000 people that are paying you 80 or 100 just for a campground wristband, because there's a lot of people that work during the week, they can only come one night. And I've ran into so many people that say, I'm not going to buy a wristband for the only one night I can come because I have work this night and then I have to watch my kids. My wife has to, work, or my husband has to work or whatever. There's got to be a way we can get more people into the event and just look, that's still money coming into the pot, right? Yes, we want them to be track pulling fans, but it's more money in the pot that you can pay the people in the prize money. Like that's my thing here. Like we can nitpick about the details, but we got to get more people into the event, period. At all events, not just Bowling Green. All events. Tomah can. Yeah, that's my thing.
All right. So we got Jim, our promoter, he's back in makeup. We're gonna let him sit there for a second.
Okay, I'll shut up.
So by bringing Stu on, and Stu's gonna be on every Monday. This Stu, which way is he? Point at him, Jason. Point at Stu.
He's below me.
Stu is a pulling fan. Okay, he's a party fan. There are two gigantic pulls in the world, right? Okay, Mata.
Yep.
Mata in Europe.
I'd love to go to Mata.
In the United States. Those are, and Tomah's right in that same thing. But
yeah, Mata, Tomah look packed. Yeah.
But they all have one thing in common. Campgrounds.
Yes.
Logan, name here before we bring Jim on. And Jim's been pulling a long time. Jim's old. Jim's won Grand National Championships. He's a badass little mini rod puller, and he's a passionate puller. But you guys tell me you've had one pull where there's 10,000 people in the stands on a Saturday night that does not have a campground. I'll wait. And maybe if I'm wrong, Logan.
I don't know what there is for camping while the fair is actually going on, but Evansville is up there.
Evansville.
Evansville holds, if that's full, I think it's 5,400 people.
So Evansville is there at 54. But besides that, the first thing that came to mind there with pulling fans would have been Goshen, Indiana.
Okay.
And they
is Goshen a fair?
Goshen is the third largest fair in the whole United States.
Okay. So there's two types of events, right? There's standalone events like a BG, a Tomah, like Dorr, Michigan this Saturday, like a Farley, Logan that you were just at.
Yep.
And then your fairs. So, that's something you got to take. Bowling Green's a standalone event, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's not. The fair is 2 weeks before. The Wood County Fair is always 2 weeks before, and then it takes them a week of just a bye week to clean up and prep for the fair. While the fair is done, they take a week in between just to clean and prep for what BG brings. But yeah, the Wood County Fair is a big event, and they have a small local tractor pull. I think OSTPA does it. I could be wrong. They still have a pull at the fair, and I think last year they had monster trucks too. Then they have the big demo derby. But yeah, the thing is that Evansville has so much potential. I told you, Jason, when I was down at Gate 2 this year helping you guys out, if we can get that to where we get somebody to really get signs on the road, get people to know that they're more than welcome for a small fee to bring their ATVs, bring their golf carts. That show has so much potential to just explode. I think we had 100, 120 campers. Next year we could easily have 200. If we don't, I'll be bummed out if we don't next year, Stu. That was our first year. So
I just want to pump the brakes and acknowledge Bunnage's comment.
Okay.
This is
If you do this,
idea.
but if you do this, will people come into the poll?
Okay, all right. So let me bring this up because
I'm bringing Jim on. We're gonna let Jim. Jim has good ideas.
Okay.
Bring Jim on. There we go. Schaendorf. Should they put a video screen in the campgrounds in Bowling Green?
It's not a bad idea.
Okay. Tell me why. Tell me why that's because will the people just stay up to? I want people to sit in the stands.
Well, the stands are full on Saturday night, 99% of the time. It's SRO. And I still think there's probably a third of the people in the campgrounds that are still back there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's my guess. I never go back there during the event. I've been back there afterwards in my younger days when I kind of got in trouble. But
Jim, tell us a story, please.
No, I'm too damn old for talking about stuff.
The statute of limitations have wore off, Schaendorf. You'll be fine.
No, my wife is listening.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, we love you.
Love you, Lisa. Lisa, can you mute? Can you go outside for a little bit so Jim can tell a story?
Yeah.
She can go back and watch it,
Oh, they can?
Yeah.
That's true. So. No, but obviously we're bringing Jim on to talk about Dorr, but we're talking about growing the sport and getting more fans in the stands, right? So I love that we're talking about this. And Stu doesn't own a tractor. He'll never own a tractor. He's just a working stiff.
I'll own a powered wheelchair when my diabetes takes my legs, but that'll be the closest thing I ever get to it.
Stu. But that is our fan. Promoters, sponsors, that is our fan. They're buying your stuff, and we got to get them. I want to introduce you to what a pulling fan looks like. And Stu is the pulling fan.
My math is just this. This is my basic math. If you get 10 people that you invite and say, you need to come to this pulling event, no matter what it is, let's take BG out of it for a minute. And you get 3 of those people after they come to the event that say, you know what? I love tractor pulling. I never knew about it. I was scared and intimidated to go before, but now I know it's welcoming. People love to have me there. They say hi. They're friendly with me in the stands. Those 10 people out of the 3 that now come, that's still 3 more than what we had before. Yes, 7 of them may not come back. They were only there for a little bit of the party and they leave. But now we have 3 new fans. They're going to go to more events during the year and spend their money there. And again, that raises the economic tide. We're not going to get all 10, but we're going to get 3 out of them.
Yep.
Let me bring this in real quick. The Facebook thing is, on average, is that if you make a post and somebody shares it, 25 people, that's normally your group pattern. If you go and look in Facebook, there's about 25 people. Those 25 people will see where you're going. If they share it, if somebody shares it out of that, you multiply that times 5. It's the same thing you're talking about, Stu. Those 3 people come.
Yes.
They sit there like, and we're presenting tractor pulling better than we ever have.
Agreed.
Across the board.
Hold on. I don't know if you can see this. This is from 1993. This is Pine Top's 1993. This is how they advertised it. They put it in gas stations. It was great, but it looked nothing against those days. It didn't look as professional and like,
Agreed.
Wow,
Agreed.
The pop factor. So that's where pulling is now. With what people are spending on vehicles, it just makes that much of a difference. And Stu, I'm 100% on board. You get 3 people to show up. You put on a good show. Those 3 people are going to come back and bring somebody else.
And they're gonna go to other events. Like, so people that come to Bowling Green, for example, that have never been to Bowling Green, what they do in this area is they'll be like, wow, Bowling Green is an amazing event. What's coming up next? Oh, hey, Wasion is in like 2 or 3 weeks. Man, I can go to Fulton County, Wasion. It's only a 30-minute drive from here. They're going to go to Wasion. They're going to spend money on parking. They're going to spend money on food. They're going to spend money on T-shirts. They're going to spend, ticket, everything. And then they're going to go, hey, what else? Oh, there's an event in Indiana late in the fall. I want to go to that. It's going to snowball if we can just start to get that rolling.
I love it.
Yep.
Very much.
All
so.
right.
Yeah.
Yep. Logan just put in the private chat, Stu, shut up.
I did not say that.
Logan, you do realize if you come to Bowling Green with Jason, there is no such thing as sleep. You literally will go till 5 a.m. You'll pass out on probably my couch or my chairs in my Parade Alley Lounge, wherever. And then you will wake up at 6. Dude, I'm telling you, 6:25, 6:30 a.m. The sun comes up from the east. right down Parade Alley, and you cannot sleep. So you're going to get maybe 30 minutes of
that at the farm show, and we've never gone to Bowling Green just because that's always when school starts. But lucky me, someone graduated this year.
Yeah.
Yay!
All right, let's talk about the Summer Sizzler. Did we get a sound effect for that, Jason?
I wish I had thought about that because I totally would have made one that was like Summer Sizzler.
I can go cook a steak.
Well, Jason, would you like a Bowling Green story from something that happened to me about 15 years ago? I should have been in jail.
Yes.
That's great.
It was I and Dennis Borson and his wife and Nancy, a friend of theirs, on a golf cart. And we're going down the track in the middle of the night. And Dennis was pretending that he was on his pro stock with a golf cart. And oh shit, it's pulling to the right. We better hit the left brake. And guess what? Son of a bitch rolled over. And we all went flying. It was right in front of the police station there where their thing at. So I get up, and then Stacy's arm is bleeding like crazy, and I had just started my job working for NTPA as a regional director. Really good impression I'd be making if I got arrested. So, you know how David P. would be with me right now? James, you're not setting a good example for our organization. So anyways, I grabbed Stacy, Dennis's wife, and I says, let's get the hell out of here now. So guess where we went? We went in Ed Eilenfeld's trailer in the toolboxes underneath and hidden there while the cops were looking for us. And Dennis rolled his golf cart back over, which happened to be Tony Seatsmas. And cops were around him. He took off on the golf cart, hammered down back to the Tonys, jumped off of it, jumped the fence, ripped his pants wide open. About an hour later, he calls me up and says, hey, how's it going back there? I said, well, you horse's ass, where are you? Well, I'm down the road in the bushes at the nursing home right now. So we go back to my hauler, and then Stacy and Nancy were up in the cab of my semi, and me and my brother-in-law Corey were back in the trailer in the sleeping quarters there. And bam, 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 the cops came to the door. They were pissed, and they were looking for the gentleman that rolled the golf cart over. So I played really dumb, which I can do very well sometimes. And then Corey, he was hiding in the shower, and they found him, and they were questioning him and stuff like that. So I got thinking, well, shit, how am I going to get out of this deal here? So I thought about it for a while. So I went to the police station. I changed my hair and made it all different and stuff. That's when I had longer hair. Changed all my clothes. Went down there and made this bullshit story up about what happened. And then I was a basic EMT back then too, and so was Corey. And said we were, just tending to this injured person, and we thought maybe we'd get in trouble for doing that, and we didn't know what to say when you guys come beating on our door. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Thank you for clarifying everything for us. You're good to go. Have a great night. And it's like, holy shit.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm a diesel super stock. Well, my dad drives my tractor now, and we're working on the new sheet metal to get out here later this year. But I've known Jim as Mr. Radical Red. Max Simpson worked on Jim's tractor, got Jim Grand National Championship. Max also was super close with my dad with the D21 blackjack back day. So that's how we became family friends with Jim. And then Jim, the promoter. Jim, when did you start Dorr? Was it around COVID?
2020.
Yep. Tell us your story, what you told the local state guy when he said you couldn't have a tractor.
That was in 2020 when they had us all locked down here in Michigan. And they came up with a stupid rule that you couldn't have any get-togethers over 100 people.
What?
So I said, okay, not a problem. If you're outside, it's 100 people. So not a problem. So I'm thinking, well, talk to John Silsby and a few other people. We wanted to have a tractor pull. So I got Greg to agree to it, and I got insurance from K&K, and they were kind of reluctant, but they did it for us, So I started promoting this event with Wolverine because I didn't want to swing it on my own. I wasn't going to take all the risk, and they took the risk with me. So we got everything set up around there, and the sheriff's department came by and said, he says, you can only have 100 people at an event. I don't know what you're going to do here. The health department's going to come shut you down, but we can't as a sheriff's department. The state police will have to do it. This is not a problem. I'll make sure that we don't have over 100 people. So I came home and got in the printer and printed off event 1 through event 10. Put it around the perimeter. It's 1,000 freaking people. It's just come shut me down now. And so I called up my lawyer friend, Mike Villar. I really don't have a lawyer, but he's a friend of mine, Mike Villar. He's now a prosecuting attorney in Allegan. I called Mike up and prepared him for this. If they come around, he started laughing his ass off, and he says, you're pretty smart. Think outside the box sometimes, So the cops came around, they looked, they just shook their head, and they left. They weren't going to stop us, and they knew I had them. So, but we had a good event. People came out. It was pretty much a free deal, and we charged a small amount, like $10 to come in or something, and people enjoyed themselves, and they got out and got to see a show. So it was one of the very few shows NTPA got to put on that year because of it.
COVID was a wild time. I mean, my dad promotes a pole in Springville, Iowa, his hometown, and the health inspector said he was going to stand right in the middle of the track and get run over by a tractor. And my dad said, okay. So, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah,
we had to do things like that here in North Carolina, and it was just kind of like we didn't advertise it, we didn't do anything, but the local word would spread, and supposedly everybody's supposed to be 6 foot apart, can't have over 100 people and all that mess. And the sheriff went out there and he's like, I ain't got enough people on duty to handle this tonight. I mean, just y'all be careful, okay?
Yeah.
I got a COVID story if you guys got a second.
Sure.
Bert, Stu, you're our chief. Stu, I need you to introduce every time as the chief camping correspondent. Okay?
Chief camping correspondent.
Yep.
Stu Griffin. So when they canceled BG because of COVID in 2020, and when Mike Erford was the president, he came on, did a nice little YouTube tribute. I honestly cried in my apartment for like 2-3 hours straight. I called Big Andy. He texted me, goes, I'm so sorry. I know this is rough for you because I don't have close family that lives near me. They moved all the way or they passed away. I don't do Christmas, Easter. I don't have anybody to do anything with. I'm single, so it's just BG. That's it. Every year, BG. Well, this year, Evansville, and going forward. But BG is my thing. I put all my money into camp. Anyway, long story short, I went over to the Wood County Fair office, and I said, is there campsite still available for the fair? Because remember, it's 2 weeks before the BG polls. And they said, yeah. And I said, I need to buy a site. Well, who else is coming? I said, nobody, just me. And they go, who else? I said, me and Bush Light. That's all who's coming. But I'm setting up my canopy. I'm setting up my lights. I'm setting up my chairs. I'm setting up my beer pong, cornhole, whatever. And I set up, and these 4-H kids were next to me, and they looked at me like I was an alien. They go, do you have livestock in the fair? I go, nope. And I just sat there, and I turned on music, and I started drinking all day. And then eventually some of my friends came after work. But the fair people were driving by me in a golf cart, making sure that I wasn't going to be anything too stupid, because I sat there for all week during the fair week, and I slept in a tent. I just put a tent behind an air mattress. I didn't care. And I just did the fair. I didn't do anything. I didn't have any rides right on, but I sat there and drank and listened to music for the whole fair week, and everybody looked at me like I was crazy. So I had to do something.
I love you, Stu.
Yeah.
Well, back to the Summer Sizzler, Jim. All right. So anybody that puts on a Grand National or a big region event or a big high stakes event like Logan goes to or whatever, or a big outlaw event, you have to be organized. You have to be prepared. Spending time with Chris Schreier this last weekend reminded me again. Jim, is it what do you have, OCD, or what do you have? Because I've never seen a perfectionist. Maybe that's why your stuff always looks so good. But you guys,
my mind does not shut down, Jason. I think it's like everybody in this. If you're passionate about something, your mind's never going to stop working.
No,
agreed.
It never does. It's like you in the campgrounds. You're thinking about, okay, what can we do to improve from our end? And I do the same thing. The day after our event, I'm already thinking about next year's event and what can I do to improve it. And I've said this before. I look at a lot of pictures. I drone from the aerial drones and stuff like that. And okay, how can I improve this? What can I do here to make it better? My podium deal, I love it. I love it that we can come out on the track and do it between classes, but it takes 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it does, and that makes my show that much longer. I love it in the track where everybody can see it, but I'm going to change it this year. I'm going to move it down by like Chase did towards the end of the track and then have a camera focus on that so we can keep things moving. And one more change we're making this year, talked to PK Kelly. The semi-trailer was supposed to come here, and it's not. Now it's going to Macon from Tomah. But we're going to get another video board, a 9x16, somewhere he rents them from. And then I rented a second one now, too. So there's going to be 2 video boards at the end of the track.
I know where one's at.
What's that?
I said I know where one's at.
Oh. And
in my backyard.
Yeah. So that's going to be a second one, mainly for sponsors, or partners, as I call them. So we're going to completely scroll and have all the sponsors up on that board. And then when we do our videoing of the redemption round, or of the top 3, that'll be on that other board. So we're never going to stop the action and always keep it moving because of the pull off, which I'm sure we'll get to, because I'm, something I'm new and trying this year. I guess if you want me to go into that, we can.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm really interested to hear about this.
So basically, I've been thinking about this for a while after last year's event, and it's like how do I analogy this without being too sexual, but
you can be sexual. It's mostly men that watch the show, Jay.
Yeah, well, anyways, it's like you're one and done. Most of the guys are one and done. Some guys want to come back again, and they say,
Lucky Lisa. Lucky
They don't call Love's track stops Loves for nothing. Go get some love at Love.
Yep.
So my thought process is, a couple years ago, I think you was there, Jason, when I had the pull off of the mini rods.
Yes.
Okay, so we had 5 of them out, and let's just split it 5 ways. And I thought, bullshit. So Steve Klinkenberg goes, "You got $1,000 in your pocket, don't you?" I go, "Yep." Which was Steve's 1,000 that I had left over that I was going to keep for something else. But he goes, "Hey, get that $1,000 out of your pocket, lay on the table, tell them blankety blank blanks to get their ass back out and have a pull off after we're done. See if they'll come back for $1,000 to win." So I went out there and slapped that $1,000 on the table. They announced it, and everyone wanted to come back. So
nice.
we did that, and they all came back, for 4 or 5 got 0, but one got the $1,000, which I believe was Kevin Dick, if I remember right.
The cat's ass.
Yep, the
Cat's ass.
So got thinking about it, and I'm thinking, okay. And I talked to not PK, but I talked to Richie Schaefer, talked to Ned, a few other ones, Scott Doty. And says, we're missing our old days of the sport and having a pull off. I know it sucks. I know everybody's got their shit on kill. That's one reason why I quit pulling. I couldn't afford to have my shit on kill no more to go out there and compete. So I'm thinking, let's do this here. And so I got the permission from them guys to do it. So if competitors were okay with it. So I called Todd and Terry Feiss, asked them. I called people that I know in each division and asked them would they be interested in doing it. And I got 0 negative feedback on it. 0.
Nice.
Which surprised the shit out of me. So I said, you're going to come back after the initial classes. So semis will be first class this year. I'll announce that right now.
Breaking news. Hit it, Bitty. Semis are first. Semis are first.
Semis are first class.
Yeah.
And so then they'll come back first after the other 5 classes or 4 classes are done.
So you're going to run the whole show, Jim, right?
Yep.
This is what they do in Europe.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. I take cues from all that shit because Europe, they let their stuff cool down. They let them blast like hell out the end, which we have a limited space to do our thing, but they can do what they do. And, I love the fireworks and stuff like that. And I looked into that too. And just to get the cold sparklers to do what they do on the end of my track, because it's our 250th, which I backed out on that one. It's $2,500 to rent them, to have 60 shots go off up for the night. And no, that's out of my budget. But anyways, back to the pull-off. So we'll take the top two and just say, let's just use Jason and I. So Jason and I are first and second. Okay, Jason got first, I got second in the Super Farm class. And then Jason says, I can't come back because I'm broke or whatever else. Okay, so I'm second place, so that'll be me. Then I'll go down to the next person, which is third place. If they don't want to do it, we'll go to fourth place until we have two that want to come back. It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit how far we got to go down.
I love that. I love that.
There's going to be a pull-off. It's called Redemption Round. I'm going to redeem myself. I think I can kick Jim's ass because he had a better spot in the track. He hooked earlier, the track change, from me to him, I can come back and I can win that $1,000. I'm going to kick his ass, and that's why I'm calling it the Redemption Round. I'm going to redeem myself. So it's $1,000 to win, $200 for second, because the second place is going to get something. And I don't have them here in front of me yet. My knife maker still has them, but did you see what I sent you, Jason, on the knife?
Yeah, he sent me a cool TikTok. Let me do a screenshot and I'll get those sent over to you. Yeah, to Bitty.
So I had these specially made. They're one of a kind. You'll like Don Slama. It's another organization, but I really don't care.
We don't care.
Buckle, they do the belt buckle. Bowling Green does the ring. I felt I needed to do my own thing. I do the chair. I copy Chapel Hill with a chair. I give a chair for first place. Also,
Evansville, they did the cups,
Yeah.
Yep. And so I want to do something for the Redemption Round special. So it's a custom made, one of a kind knife, etched, engraved. It says Dorr Summer Sizzler, pull off champion. I think it says on the other side. Then for each class is etched into the knife. And it has 51 Bravo in the handle. And they're pretty cool. This guy was on Forged with Fire, and he won Forged with Fire contest too. So Sean Millenbelt, his name is. But no, it's something I want to do. Yeah, hopefully people don't go home and stab each other with them. But I like a belt buckle. But I didn't know. I wanted something different, and I wanted people that do the pull off that really feel, hey, this guy gives a shit, and he wants to do what and the fans hopefully will stick around. And another reason is the big events ain't got this problem that the smaller events like me typically have. By doing the Redemption Round and having 5 classes, that gives me 10 more vehicles also. If you think about it, 2 times 5 is 10. So if I'm short on numbers in any class, I have 10 more vehicles going down that track that night.
Yep.
So that's another reason I thought about doing that also. Yes, it's going to cost some more money, but I have a sponsor for every class for fuel of $100 per vehicle coming in, and a sponsor for the $1,000 for every class, and a sponsor for the $200 in every class. And
I like that.
And I'm telling you what, it was really tough this year getting funds. I lost a $10,000 sponsor from last year, and I lost a $5,000 sponsor from last year. And that's gonna hurt me. I'll just be honest with you. It's gonna really cut into the bottom line. But hopefully the fans show up this year. We were down 700 people last year from the year before because it was like 100 degrees, if you remember, Jason.
It was the Summer Sizzler. It was the baby powder special.
Yes, it was.
Needed. Yes.
And I've been on my weight loss program for the mini rods because I'm on Lacey's tractor again this year, so I'm down to mini rod weight again.
Yep, Jim, we joke about on the podcast, if a tractor puller is losing money, they're either getting divorced or they're going mini rod pulling.
Yep.
So you got to get back. You got to start dating again, or I'm going to drive a mini. Stu,
and
maybe you need a mini.
Hey, if we're dating, nothing I'm dating is a mini.
Well, here's a funny story about a mini rod. This is Jack Killmeyer.
Yeah, Big Jack.
Oh boy.
Yep, Big Jack. So we was in Ionia. That's when I was working for MTPA, running shows, and I was doing Ionia's show for him, building tracks. And Jack's just got that demeanor about him when he talks. So we're sitting there shooting the shit one night. We had a little supper by my trailer, and Jack's sitting there and in his bare feet, and and Greg Randall's sitting there, and Jack goes to Greg. He goes, Greg, I really should file a lawsuit against MTPA. And Greg's like, well, what, Jack? Well, what did we do wrong? Well, there's some discrimination going on. And he goes, well, I don't understand. I don't understand, Jack. He goes, well, Greg, it's like this here. I'm too fucking fat to fit into a mini rod. He says, I can't do it. He says, you're discriminating.
I want to
get myself on that one, but oh God, I can't make weight. But no, looking forward to it. Looking forward to having everybody up here and the live streaming. And like we talked about live streaming before, some people bitch at it and some people love it. And I always say, if somebody really wants to come to my event or any event, if they're within 50 miles, they're going to come. Yep. And if they're not, they'll pay to watch it if they want to watch it. Live streaming is a positive in any aspect, and I will never turn it down at my event because it's not hurting my show at all as far as people coming in my gate. I don't feel.
It's not. It's only putting a spotlight on it, and maybe somebody will come next year, Jim. That's how we always look at it. Like, that's 4th of July. Yep. Do you have any camping at all, Jim? If people want to camp?
We do have a spot where they can camp if they want to come in and camp. I got a couple people there, but they got to probably walk or probably about 1/8 of a mile away.
Ah, shit, that's no big deal.
That's nothing.
Yeah, it's on the lady who owns the grounds. She said at one time they could camp back there behind her house and stuff like that, but they can stay at my farm here too. We can pull campers in here.
Is it BYOB?
Yep.
Woo!
Yep. Bring your coolers. Bring us open coolers. That's one thing that I have been asked if I wanted to have a beer tent or something like that, and I said no. I feel I don't want the responsibility of having that. If people bring their own in, more the merrier. We supply, beverages and stuff at the time for our guests and our promoters, our partners and stuff, with VIP seating and stuff for them, as a thank you to those. But, to try to sell alcoholic beverages, I personally want to shy away from that part. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. They say there's a lot of money in it, but I'd rather not make the money and keep my farm.
Oh, you can be successful without the alcohol. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. You just
hello.
Every event has to have its niche where it fits and what's successful for them.
Right.
I got you, Jason. I can hear you.
What we got too is that we have a lot of free things. So we're doing another thing the night before. I guess I'll touch on that in a minute. It's called the Touch a Truck and Tractor event. And people see that signs that I got out and they're thinking, okay, what in the hell is a Touch a Truck and Tractor event? Well, we were down in Marco Island this winter for a week with my family, and we seen a sign there. So we went to it. There was only like 7 vehicles there at this parking lot thing. But there was probably 300-400 people there. We had a fire truck and a concrete pumping truck and a Jeep and some other couple, not much of nothing there. I thought, shit, I can do this. I can bring half my farm there, and have a combine and choppers and everything else there. And I got a couple of concrete pumping trucks. We're going to have all kinds of equipment and stuff there that night from 6 to 8 p.m. the night before. And then we're going to have some polling going on. Jason Bramer is going to have a sled up there the night before, too. We're going to hook. I got my original pulling tractor back that I started with in 1988, my 1466. So I'm going to hook that on and play with that. And some naturally aspirated V8s. There's a few of them. A couple of outlaw semis that pull around here are going to hook a sled. And then I think Mick Brelton's going to make a pass on his new four-wheeler.
A shock treatment.
Yep. He's got a new wrap on it and stuff. He's going to make a pass to see how she hooks. And if whoever else is around that wants to do it, we're just going to do it that night. And, they're talking the chance of some rain. So I still got, my roll of plastic that I had from a couple of years ago here. So we'll be ready. We'll cover it. I got rain insurance. If it rains, we're still going to, if we can have it, we're going to pull the plastic off and grade it and have it. I'm not a quitter.
No, you're not. Hey, Stu, what are you doing this weekend, Stu? How far? You're 201 miles from Jim's place.
Well, Old Town Buffet invited me to stop by, but I went there the other day, so I don't think I have to go to buffet twice in 1 week. So,
Stu, how much gas money do I need to Venmo you to go take your camper to Jim's? I'll pay for your gas money, and Jim will give you a free ticket to get in. How much you need?
I'll go, but I don't think I should hold the camper. We have to go mechanically through those wheels. Those wheels only go 2 miles one way and 2 miles back once a year. I got to talk to Andy and see if the camper will make it that far. Not saying that Uncle Jesse, my white pickup truck, can't pull it, but I will go. I may not bring the camper. I'll just sleep in my truck like I did at Evansville. I'll go.
Well, we had a house for you, Stu, too, in Evansville.
No, I did. Look, I love the fact that the house, but the light in the basement that wouldn't go off, I just couldn't sleep. I was just laying there going, well, I guess I'm going to go get some breakfast and just sleep in my truck for an hour before I open up gate 2. It was fine. Like, I was good. Like, I was very humbled that you guys did that for me. I just couldn't get any sleep because the light would go off. And I thought, you know what? I've slept in my truck before, especially in Bowling Green. I could do this again.
Okay,
Stu, what's your Venmo?
Here's one for you, Stu.
Yeah.
So the night before, we have the polls, and then I bought 500 hot dogs. And we're going to cook up for the kids and adults. If we run out, we run out. But then Danny Nearpass brings this camper up. Then we have a beach party down by my camper where we have all our meal at. We got tiki torches and a fire. I get pizzas for everybody to eat. So we'll have pizza there if you want to eat pizza that night too. But Danny makes margaritas and they're damn good.
Oh, I'm there. Do you have sunblocker?
So you have sunblocker. Hell, we ain't done yet, dude.
There's more.
The next day at the meal, I got another sponsor, Craig Jipping, High Quest Farms. We're getting 250 pounds of pork loins for our meal. And
wow.
We're going to be cut in 1-inch slices and grilled right there in a smoker. And potatoes and soft serve ice cream machine. You name it, you get a VIP armband for that, and you come eat with us that day too.
I would love to come. Yeah, send me have Jason send me the info.
No, you're a grown Stu. How much gas money do you need?
No, I don't know. I gotta Google it. And what time do you want me there? Do you want me there Friday or Saturday morning?
Friday.
Okay, so I get off work at around 3:30. I'd have to leave probably right from there.
Yeah.
Well, it's from Bowling Green is 3.5 hours. I ain't sure where you're coming from, but
yeah. Yep. Okay.
And then we can put a sign on you instead of touch a truck and tractor. We can touch a stew.
There's a lot of me to go around. Yeah.
Hold on. You just said you didn't want to lose the farm. Let's do
We're gonna end up on a list if we keep going like this.
Right.
Man.
You know, like the old story. I went into a buffet years ago, and the guy said, "This is all you can eat. Not you can eat all."
Well, I got another one about a buffet. This has to do with Larry Richwine and Dion and Jason Bramer.
No, Larry Richwine and a
so
buffet.
Another Ionia story.
Jason, write this, timestamp this, clip it.
So in Ionia, they had a big boy restaurant, and they got the self feeders in there.
Yeah.
We walk in there, and that's back when Jason and Matt Steinmetz and Josh, they're all big fellers. We all come, and I was the smallest one of the group, and we all come walking in, big boy, and Larry gets right up there, bacon, I smell bacon. And he goes up to the buffet, takes a whole tray of bacon out, and takes it right to the table.
That's classic. I love it.
Hello.
There's no rules that say you can't take the whole tray. I'm an advocate for that. There's no rules that say you can't do that.
Oh, God. The cook had tears rolling down his face back in the kitchen.
Well, Jason, I don't know if Jason told you guys, but my doctor won't treat me anymore. He's no longer my doctor. Back in December, he sent me a certified letter saying I refuse to treat you. You don't take my advice. And I said it's because I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So, sorry.
Stu, are you Stuart 1914 on Venmo?
I'm on my phone right now, so I can't look it up without losing this feed. I think so. Yeah, I'm on your Venmo list.
Okay, how much? So, what kind of gas mileage your truck get?
It gets a little over. It gets a little over 20.
Let me. Miles a gallon.
About 3 miles a gallon. No, I'm spending money right now. Stu. Calculator.
What time does it start though? I got to see if I can make it there in time because I can't get off work before 3:30.
No, but this just hanging out Friday nights. The poll's Saturday nights too.
Oh, okay,
okay. It's Friday night.
Okay.
So 200 miles divided by, what do you get? 18, you said?
I get a little over 20.
Okay, 20. So 10 gallons there, 10 gallons
each
back.
way, 20 gallons times $4, $80.
I'm sending you $100 right now, Stu.
You don't have to do that right now. We can talk about this after the show. That's fine.
We're going to touch a Stu. We're going to touch a Stu at the Summer Sizzler.
God, don't say that again. We're getting our shit taken down.
I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
Dorr, Michigan. Shut the front door. Stu's coming.
Just always remember, gas is cheaper than food with me.
Chris said, just say 5, Stu. It calculates better.
Stu.
Stop now. Damn it, I said stop.
I can't see them. My phone's too small.
You just got $100 in your account.
Stop.
Okay. All right.
Okay, don't talk about things that are small on you, Stu.
Stop now. Damn it, I said stop.
I wear my Remedy shirt. This is 2X and it's tight.
Man, stop.
We got more. Jim, I'm gonna mention the redemption round to my wife Sarah. Thank you for that. I think that's a hell of an idea. I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Is that how that song goes?
Yep, that's a good one. Yep, that's true.
That's for sure.
Shit.
Very true.
Hey,
Jim, we got Tory Keefe back in makeup. He's the one who tossed his motor out of his 4.1 at Tomah. Who are some sponsors you want to thank here and kind of give us our last little rundown for the Summer Sizzler and Touch a Stew coming up?
I have a boatload there.
Yep. Give me the big dogs. Give me the big dogs, Schaendorf.
Okay. The top sponsors that I have for the event, they're all very much appreciated. Don't get me wrong. But the ones that are my top ones are Dynagrow Seed, Nutrient Egg, Rank Seeds, Amy Allen, Rich Heisinger Rebuilding, John Schaendorf Dairy, Black Gold Transport, North American Truck Parts, Tim Camps. He'll be pulling his truck Friday night there. He's got a pretty badass Kenworth cab over. Or North American Diesel Parts, actually, is what he goes under. Them are the primary ones. And then a big shout out to Seabright Products. Without them, I wouldn't have what I have this year. I got my own scale.
Ooh,
and
nice.
I talked to Vaughn. Vaughn, give me. We got my own steel built semi-scale that Seabright Products built for me just down the road here in Hopkins. So they pretty much did it for damn near nothing. It's for a bunch of passes, VIP passes to the pole.
Nice.
So,
that's cool.
Seabright Products is badass. So if you need any dumpster or compactors made, give them a call. Seabright Products.
Cool.
There you go.
Awesome.
Jim, anyways, thank you for having me on. Looking forward to seeing you guys next weekend, Stu. Dinner's on me.
Cool beans.
What's
Thanks, Jim.
beer deal like?
What's that?
What's your favorite brand?
Of what?
This.
I can't see. Is that beer?
Yes.
Oh, I'm looking through my itty bitty phone. Well, yeah, no,
Dude,
I mean,
what the fuck else would he be asking?
Jesus, Clemmy, dude.
I don't know. Is it a strawberry? I'm a big Busch Light guy. I'll drink any light beer. I just don't do the thick stuff like Guinness.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Oh God.
He wants to feel light, not making any promises.
He'll drink anything free though, Jim. There's free beer. So
Hey,
he's a free beer kind of guy.
This is my Infinity Blend. One of my bottles I'm going to start drinking in a minute because I just ran out of cold beer. So this is going to get interesting the next 2 minutes. This is my Golden Graham Cracker Infinity Blend bourbon.
This is Guinness's cousin, made right in the same factory as Guinness. Comes right from Ireland, so I'm Irish tonight.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
There you go.
Have a good night,
thanks,
guys.
Jim.
Appreciate
Thanks,
everything.
Jim.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
See you
Jim.
later.
Grand National Light Modifieds, Grand National Semis, Region Super Farms, Region Two-Wheelers, Region Four-Wheelers, and the Redemption Round. Don't be a pussy.
And I'm gonna
Come
win
back.
this some bitch too. So there.
Let's get it. Jim will be driving a Mini. Thanks, Jim.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
Woo.
Touch a Stew. That's going to be a new
Woo.
T-shirt. Touch a Stew. So,
Man.
Touch us too.
I just had a sip. That's strong. Oof.
Logan, how much has your life changed since being on the podcast, Logan?
It's changed quite a bit, to be honest.
Yeah, in a good way or a bad way? Logan?
Oh, it's been phenomenal.
Do people recognize you? Like, hey, I seen you on the Facebook before.
Yeah, more often than not this summer so far. They've been like, huh, well, you don't cuss like the rest of those people, so you must go to church.
It's because you're a good Christian boy.
Can my T-shirt say "Bitty said fuck you"?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. So, it's whatever
So
you
we
want. I
got
just
a
want you to be
lot
happy.
going on here. We got I don't know how much we're going to get around the covering tonight because we got a lot of stuff to cover.
We got to bring Tory on yet. Tory blowed up his tractor.
Get Tory on. Let's go ahead and bring Tory up.
Speaking of life changing, this man's week.
Play the video first. Play the video first.
Wow.
Holy shit,
That is
Tory.
amazing.
Tory,
Do your curtsy, bud.
I love the hat.
Make him big. Yep. Look at the one we got.
Well, yeah, it's just a Bowling Green original right here. The last time I was out there pulling.
Oh,
I'm proud of you. I am proud of you. That's awesome.
We knew that we were going to drink a couple, so we thought we better have some caution cones on. But then some people told us what the AF old means. We couldn't figure it out. We just thought it was some misprint, and they sold it for half price down the dollar store. It turned out we were old as fuck, but they learned that we wouldn't have to go to bed.
Oh,
That's
Tory,
great.
you're the man. Tory, you're the man.
So where do we start? Tory,
Well,
how did that run feel? It looked
Yeah.
like you were pretty impressed.
He still got top 5, didn't you, Tory?
No, about 11 or 10 or 11, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We've been battling
I
some
tell you what,
tires. Go ahead.
He did get the award for the highest flying headlight of the weekend.
Right, that was good. The old thing hooked up pretty good there. I thought I was onto something, and we got to the end, and boom! And I got sitting in the chair thinking, I better get off this sumbitch. There's a possibility we could be on fire. So then when I got out of there and realized the fire was off, I thought I better wave to the crowd for their good attendance, and here we are.
That's awesome. Tory, what did happen? I mean, it was at the run? I mean, do you know what?
Here's the deal. We tore the motor down yesterday, and I thought it was piston failure, but 2 pistons failed. I mean, if it was piston failure, there's like point. It's almost impossible because 2 pistons failed identically alike. So I think what happened is the block failed, and then the block, when it failed, the pistons pushed through the jugs and it broke them. That's what it looks like to me, because we pulled the head off not a mark. We pulled the cam off, not a mark. Pulled the crank out, not a mark. Injectors don't have no marks. So them pistons were going through the sidewall of that block.
That's
So
wild.
I take it you were pretty impressed because she had to have been building some pretty good power right there before she went.
The motor has been, we dynoed this. I got my own dyno here in the shop, so we play around probably more than a guy should just to see how much money we can waste in a short order of time. And we were able to blow it up about 3 times this winter. And, I think we were onto something. I think we kind of got it halfway dialed in. It was an old block, an old hyper block from probably, 15. I did see on it actually. I guess I didn't. I'll think of the new block, but it's an old block and it had a lot of runs on it. So, I think the new block we come out with and put our same recipe together, I think we're going to have something.
Well, it definitely looks like it. And all the safety equipment stuff did threw everything forward and the hood came up and you were safe. So
I think everything worked the way NTP wanted it to work. Their cable and everything worked. I don't know what you would do different, honestly. It worked just the way it was supposed to, really.
Yep. How long did it take you to be like, holy crap, what just happened? Was it instant or what happened?
Well, it just right away, but I had a motor a couple of years ago and Farley run away on me. And you don't think quite as fast as you would. Things growing up and you got to hit your 3-way fuel shut off. But that thing starts climbing. You're thinking about escaping. You don't really think about what's going on. But it happened so fast, you don't always think about it. That explosion happened. It was over. And the fire was out before I got off the tractor. And I realized sitting in the seat before I even got my seatbelt off that, fuck, this is already over. No big deal here. But
that happened to me. Tory 22 and Wisner, I pulled back on the throttle and the pump, that spring of the pump hung and went to about 7,500 in about a second. And it was 3.5 seconds total before it exploded. And I reached for fuel instead of the 3-way dump. And then by then it was too late anyway. It got everything and it made it didn't throw up the hood up like yours. It just burst into flames and made a big loud sound. So
yeah.
Where did it break in the block? Did it split right there at the camshaft or did it where did it?
I could show you. I could spin the phone around maybe and show you a picture of it.
Hell yeah!
Ooh. Yeah, we want the good stuff.
Let me see if I can. Right. I don't know if I can spin the phone around here. Probably can't. So I just gotta. I don't know if you can't see. See anything?
Bigger here.
Here's the old tractor come out.
Make it full screen, Bitty.
Yeah, I'm working on it here. There we go. That's a little bigger.
Here's some remnants we're going to weld together for a piston tree. Can you see them?
Oh God! Not you, Bitty. Not you, Bitty.
Who did that?
Doug,
so you look,
got it, Bitty.
You look at the cam; it's unscathed, just unbelievable. I don't know if you can see it. Am I shining on the cam?
Go down.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, and the crank spun around just like it was brand new. Here's a little picture of the block.
Crap.
Oh, wow.
Good.
So
night.
split where
See that son of a gun?
cam is. Yeah.
It's ready to get right up the cam holder, basically.
Yeah.
So,
ouch.
I'd heard that those blocks, that's where their fatigue point is, or
yes,
kind of their weak point. But
well, I think this was the original. From what I'm hearing from people, this was the original hyper when they started to build them on their own. And somebody even said that International forged them for them right away, and they weren't the same metal. Now I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I heard. So somebody, Jeff or somebody, could tell you from old hyper there what the real story was. But this motor had to have 400, 500 runs on it, and stock it was supposed to be 120 horse, and we're getting 2,700 horse out of it. I mean, how these bitches hold together even one run is blame on me.
Yeah.
I always get a kick out of this tractor pulling business. As a kid, you're brought up on a farm and you're taught, don't slip the clutch, don't lug the motor. Hey, God damn it, what are you doing over there? And on a tractor, everything you're taught as a kid, you throw out the window. Hold that son of a bitch so you think it's going to blow. Let the clutch out till you think it's about ready to burn out, and then finish the clutch and give her hell. It's like every time you're on this son of a bitch, you don't know if it's going to land or not. It's like, holy fuck, this is quite a rocket ship.
It is.
And I think about them pro stock guys. Them fuckers that's got to be the ride from hell, man. That whoom, and you're gone. What a blast.
The timing's so advanced on those things now. The heat they got to put in those motors, Tory, it's insane.
10 cans of ether to get them warmed up. It's like, fuck, what are you doing, guys? I just hated my money that bad. I'd like to try that.
I want you on a pro stock, Tory.
Well, I think I'll have one.
Yes,
I just really got to hate my money. I've convinced my son that there'll be no college fund for his kids, so I think we're okay now. I just gotta, kind of get it through my own mind that that's where we're going with all this.
Oh, I love it.
It's amazing. You wouldn't believe the love letters I got from close friends about what did it cost to fix that motor? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Well, the numbers can't be right from what we're hearing. I said, I'm just peanuts compared to some of these guys. Fuck, this is nothing. It's a warm-up lap for a Galdar and Pro Stock guy. I mean, I'm just playing.
Did you have a good, besides the tractor going boom, did you have a good Tomah experience, Tory?
Oh, fuck, Tomah's always good. Always good. Bowling Green's another one. That guy you got on there doing the partying for Tomah, he's 100% right in everything he says. And they need to have a screen behind where the party ground is. You need a screen right there because, here's the trouble. Everybody wants to party, and somebody's got 3 or 4 guys they want to watch at the pole, but the party's 3/4 of it too. If you can catch up driver, you might want to go back for a cold one, whatever the deal is. If you put electricity there and doctor that up, it's really cool. Something you ought to go to sometime if you get a chance is go to Brainerd to BIR. That's the only thing I've ever been to even close to
man, that place is insane.
Is that what they call the zoo? Is that what they call the zoo?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've had some fucking fun up there. I mean, you wouldn't believe the bullshit. Oh my! We got into a bar up there one time, and Bernstein was pulling, and he had a son, Corey Bernstein, was starting out, and we were with this kid named Corey Allen. We got into this bar, it rained out, and this girl says, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, we're just talking to Corey over here." "Is that Corey Bernstein?" I said, "Yeah, but don't tell nobody. We're trying to keep a low profile." That goddamn woman bought us beers all night long, thinking that was Corey Bernstein. We had the time of our life in that old tavern.
That was Top Fuel, right?
Yeah, Top Fuel, you bet. Yeah.
So that was still quarter mile. What were they going like 300? How fast were they going in a quarter mile then? Tory?
I think 330 or something when I last time I went up there before they changed the 8th.
Yep.
But I mean, the zoo was. I mean, it was just really. I was up there when it was really crazy. I mean, so the zoo is kind of, if you understand how it works, they got family camping, then they got another campground that's not quite as wild, and they got another campground that's not quite as wild as that, or wilder rather, I should say. So what they do is they want everybody to park their rigs by dark. Well, the deal of it is I realize there's 3 campgrounds we got to go through. So we'd go to the Outback crazy campgrounds. We get kicked out of that one because we had to go back to our next one. So we get to the next one. Pretty soon we get kicked out of that one. We're all just working our way home, But if we did it right, we could be out there till about, 2:00 in the morning trying to work our way home until they got sick of us and tried to take us to jail, And then all they got is rent-a-cops anyway. So they were good enough. You buy them a beer and give them a little beef jerky and they'll leave you alone.
Right.
They had a wild weekend up there this weekend, actually. I still follow their Facebook page for the music festival that they do up there. And they had somebody tip over every single porta potty in the joint. And
that's terrible. That's terrible.
That's a Bowling Green thing too.
Well, that happens at the end of the roads. So if you go to the end of the roads by the fence where the Blue Shirts actually have their office, that one always gets knocked over because it's on the corner of the parade that goes on at night, and then go to the other side over by the gate off Brim Road. That one gets tipsed over as people make the turn there. So it just happens in the same area every year.
Let's be honest here for a minute. We all know that guy that needs to be tipped over in a porta potty.
Not me.
Door down.
Everybody knows one guy.
I can only fit in the handicap porta potties because they're wider. I can't fit in the regular one.
I know the feeling.
Who are you pointing at, Logan? You're like pointing this way. Who are you pointing at, Logan?
Bittinger? I think you're pointing at Bittinger, but
are you going? Are you coming to BG this year?
I don't know. I don't have a tractor that's going to go there. They limited their 4-1s, and I wasn't able to make the 4-1 start the season. So I don't think. I don't know. Things change fast.
Well, I would love for you to come and hang out and party with us. We have the whole corner in the west end of Parade Alley. You can come and sign the camper and pass out on our couches underneath our canopies.
Well, if I make it, I'll come see it for sure. It's
okay.
It's worth a while. It's a good time.
Stu, what's your campsite number?
I'm gonna say it just because now I'm out on public. It's 3464. But we combine with the guy behind me, Junior, and then across the street, Matt from Mansfield. He has 5 sites that go the other way, and then Doug's behind him with the Smokey the Bandit truck. So together, I think we have like 9 or 10 sites.
Do you ever go fishing with that guy in the 1066?
I do not. No.
Have you guys ever seen that dude? That
I've seen it. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Made it into a tractor?
Yeah. I've seen that guy.
Oh yeah, that's good times. But the only place I would ever compare that place to is that place up in Brainerd. They're just as crazy, probably a little crazier in some aspects because they're not quite as policed. But Bowling Green's a good atmosphere. That's a freaking party.
You know, it's safe because the undercover cops that work the campground, they're paid. My understanding is they're paid by the blue shirts because it's their private property, right? So they have usually a blue shirt volunteer that'll go with every 2 or 3 policemen. So they kind of delegate to tell them, hey, you know, we need you to do this, this, and this. You know, that way they know, hey, look, if people are just driving around being stupid, and as long as they're not endangering somebody and they're not driving over 5 miles an hour or so, and they're not hanging off and they got their sit down and they got their seatbelt on or whatever, and there's not, you know, too much nudity, whatever, they kind of tell them, look, these people are just having a good time blowing off steam. They don't over police it. And that's what makes it a good atmosphere.
Well, you know, usually unless you're really looking for trouble, you're not going to find any. If you're kind of paying attention, you got a little common sense, you're not trying to kill the pedestrians. Hey, here's a funny story. This fucker's one of the best ever. We're in Brainerd one morning waking up, and I hear this noise, and I look over, and I see this girl crawling out from underneath of a freaking golf cart. And she gets up, and she grabs the golf cart and actually picks it up and rolls it. And these 2 guys are looking at her like they're half scared to death. And I looked at her and I says, holy fuck, you're not being very nice to your friends. She says, my friends, I was walking and them fuckers drove over me. Right over the top of her.
I shouldn't laugh, but yeah, I really shouldn't laugh. But yeah.
The stuff you see in BG is just, it's unreal. And it's
the best one was... The guy was in a boat, you know, the red boat that drives around, right? That has the open bow, that's elongated frame, whatever, drives around the boat. Last year, one of his friends was passed out, literally hanging off the back. His legs were on the back. They drove around for like 6 hours with this guy passed out on the floor of the boat.
He's just sleeping, Stu.
Yeah, he was just out.
Yeah, I heard they had to change shoes halfway through.
Yeah. Hey, so now when you go to Brainerd, have you ever seen them do the snowmobile races on the lake there?
I've seen them do it on the track. A friend of mine used to do it for Skidoo.
They so they've got a pond there in the middle of the facility, and they race snowmobiles across this pond.
Oh, I never seen that. No,
you'd hear them like, man, they go running across the pond. Every once in a while, there'd be one that, blah, 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 and
I've sunk snowmobiles in the water before in the wintertime. One time it was about 4 inches over my head. That was something I'll never forget.
Oh, crap.
It took about a week and a half for my stuff to get back out where I get a hold of it again. It was cold.
Yeah.
Good time for sure. Well, I think you're on the right track. Keep building that pulling, dude. You're doing a great job out there in Bowling Green.
Thank you. Listen, the stories that you tell and the stories so far that I tell, this is what's going to inspire new people to, hey, I heard this story of BG. I heard this story. I want to go see it and experience it. That's what's going to help.
Since I've got into pulling and the people I've brought to the sport, just friends of mine, you know, are farm kids. Most of them didn't realize what it's all about. They don't realize the smoke, the power, the noise. It's like we thought we were going to have some old John Deere 2-cycle going down for a half hour to pull a little sled with people getting on it. They don't realize that it's kind of like drag racing with dirt. But, I mean, it's much more personable. You can actually go out and meet the people in the pits and shoot the breeze. And, you know, people are pretty cool folks.
Yeah, I love pulling because the fact that people are so warm and inviting. I've never been to sporting events. I go to a lot of college football games. I've been to a few NFL. I've never been to a sporting event on a big magnitude where you can just walk up to people you don't know and shake their hands and say hi to them and talk and have them be nice to you. Bowling Green, you can walk up to anybody of any age and you can spark up a conversation and you'll make friends within that, 1 or 2 minutes you talk to them, and you'll see them later and you'll actually hang out. Like, it's amazing.
100%. They're all good people. And, it's really funny. I raced stock car with my son for a while, and the stock car guys would smash into somebody around the track, and then pretty soon they're going to beat the guy up afterwards. In this goofy tractor pulling, if a turbo went out, 5 of my competitors would run over and say, "Hey, I got 3 in my trailer. Which one do you want?"
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, really? Yeah, it's a good sport. A lot of good people.
Well,
hey, Tory, before we let you go, how did Mighty Machines mission wrap up?
I think we had a good time. the crowd, I think I expected more, to be honest with you, but I always do about everything I do. I like more positive than negative. So I expected a few more, but we're going to go at it again next year and hopefully draw a few more. But for the most part, I think everything was pretty good for the first time ever doing it,
Yeah, for your first year. So
the weather was grand, and trouble is we had a lot. There's a big monster truck show real close to us, another big stock car event. There's probably 5,000 people at them two events that maybe would have been our way. I don't know, the venue could probably seat 4,000 comfortably, not counting infield and everything else. So everybody loved the pits, how big they are. You could probably park 100 rigs in there and turn around real nice. So everything about it's positive. We're just going to, try to pick our game up a little bit and learn from what we've done and try it again next year.
Good deal.
So always looking for marketing ideas. If you guys got any things we haven't thought about, or if there's ways we can get more people in the seat. Well, there's plenty of camping there. They have a campgrounds there. Okay. And then the guy that I put it on with, Travis, has got like little, they're like a 1-bedroom hotel room, but it's like a cottage. He's got like 30 of them at a 6 miles away. And then, of course, there's enough camping there. But the pits are big enough you could actually camp right in the pits. Us drivers don't need them all. And then there is a campgrounds adjacent to it. And, something else this year, they had a poll the night before in Norwood, Iowa.
Yep.
And for those that wanted to come over the next morning with nothing to do, there was an antique tractor pull that started at 9 in the morning and went until 3 in the afternoon. So there's plenty to do. A lot of times you get somewhere the next day waiting on a pull. There's nothing to do all day long, right? There's plenty to do there.
Cool.
Good deal.
Right.
Tory, thank you for being a good sport. Thank you for being fun. Appreciate you.
All right. You guys have a good night. Take care. And keep up the good work there, Bowling Green, buddy.
I hope to meet you sometime soon. I'd love to share a couple drinks.
Don't get old as fuck.
I'm not going to make. I'd be lucky if I make 55. I told him earlier. I lost my doctor. I told him I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So if I make 50, I'll be happy.
Just keep one thing in mind. There's a lot more old drunks than old doctors.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Take care, boys. Good talking to you.
See you, Tory.
Yep, bye.
Awesome.
That is fun.
That is boy.
Yep. That was wild.
That was good. Stu, you have to put where it says BG Campground Fan. You got to put your campsite on there, Stu, next week.
On where?
Right underneath your name there, bro.
Oh, right, how do I do that?
No, or just Chief Camping Correspondent. That's what you are. So.
Oh, you mean in my name? Okay.
Yeah, Stu, right below your name, bro. That's where it says
well,
Stu.
I have to figure that out. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, I'm not good with this. Why isn't it? Oh, edit name and headline. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you'll
all right,
get her
hold
there,
on.
Stu. We believe in you, bro.
Wait a minute.
Anyway,
what did you want me to put in? BG what?
No. Chief Camping Correspondent.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
And then 3194 or whatever your booth number is. So. All right, we're gonna have a little fun now, right, Logan?
Oh, we got a ton of stuff loaded in here. Where do you want to start?
This is your segment, bro.
There's plenty of stuff here.
Where'd
We can kick it off from whenever Jason was talking about earlier.
Go ahead.
Late segue there with some runaway vehicles. This one's right out of the
How did that thing not blow up?
I
don't know.
could not tell you.
Oh, then okay. Give credit. Whose video was that? I don't want to get yelled at this week. Whose video was that? Give them credit. Who was it?
That came out of. I've got to make sure that I get it perfectly correct.
Yeah, I don't want to get any hate mail. So
Nope. Yeah, which leads us
Dairyland
to another
Pulling
segment.
Promoters.
No, who was it?
The Dairyland Pulling Promoters.
Was that their YouTube or their Facebook? Let's give them a shout out.
That is straight off of their YouTube.
Okay, so let's put that link in the comments. Give them some credit.
Runaway Engine and Kenyon.
You want me to look that up? I'll put the link in the comments so people can click on it and then get some views.
Hey, I got a technical question for you guys when speaking about this, because this shows some of my, I don't know everything about pulling, obviously. Is there a rule with the different sanctioning bodies of how many seconds when they know that there's a fire that they have to run to get to the tractor to try to put out with the fire extinguisher? Like 20 seconds, 30 seconds? Because sometimes I see them running and sometimes I see them just casually walking and not in a hurry. So I've never figured that out.
I talked to a fireman the other day about this, and they're trained to be like calm, look at the situation, assess the situation, and then go to it. So he said that's why you don't never see him, like, we've had some fires break out, obviously on the track. He's like, that's why you don't ever see him like run and like jumping and putting out stuff, is because they're trained to be calm and
okay. Well, I'm just saying, like, in
the situation, yeah.
So in Evansville,
I've also seen Jerry Nelson take off sprinting with a stop fire extinguisher with Kurt's gonna kill me for this, and I can't pronounce his last name right, but Shanow.
Yep.
Doing tumbles after him trying to keep up out in Mound City, Missouri.
okay. Well, like when Wickets blew up at Evansville, right? When it blew the two blowers off and the flames were everywhere, they were kind of casually walking out, and then they started to put away, and then the fire would go out, and I'm looking at the fire truck and then the track going, let's go, let's get in the pumper, let's go.
Are you talking about the tech officials? Are you talking about the tech officials, or are you talking about
I'm just talking about how, like, when the two guys went out to Wicked, when it blew the two blowers, they went out there at a good pace, but their two fire extinguishers were enough to get the flames down, and the sled hadn't started pulling him back yet, and I just saw the firefighters just slowly get into the pumper, and I'm like, guys, it's the big fire, like, let's go. And I don't know if maybe I'm in the wrong to say that or what. I don't know.
Well, I know, like, Colin, El Nino had trouble Saturday night in Tomah, right?
Okay.
And isn't that foam or something bad for him? Like, it hurts the aluminum?
It's terrible for him.
I need somebody, but Colin Ross was like, no, don't spray. And then they pulled him back.
We've had the same thing down here. Some of the Cutshaw used to run a magnesium blower, and if you sprayed that foam stuff on it, it would start eating the blower out. Like, he had a fire one time, blower lifted, they sprayed it out with that foam stuff, and they took it right over to the fire truck and just soaked that thing.
Okay. Okay, fair. Okay.
Yeah.
I learned something.
One of the first big fuel fires like that I remember ever seeing was at the farm show. Randy Petro had the same thing happen with his mod.
Suck up to Randy some more. Come on.
And it blew a fuel line. No, but I mean, that's, growing up.
Well, Randy's not with us anymore, but Jesse is. Logan, yeah.
Right.
Randy's in heaven, but Jesse's still here. So,
But when it blew the fuel line, it did the same thing. Alcohol over the track, or methanol over the track. They had to pull it back and pull it back and pull it back. I mean, there's not really a great way to put that fire out to begin with. It's just dumping fuel on fuel.
That'll be a good tech segment, tech talk for Dan. He does his tech talks with Marvin.
Yeah.
The
next thing I got on.
So thank you to Dairyland. What is it called again? I put it on the screen there. Dairyland Pulling Promoter. Yep. Thank you for letting us share your video. We didn't ask, but we shared it anyway. But we're giving you a shout out. So there you go.
The next one here, the good old UD Motorsports.
Oh my goodness! So,
boy,
gearboxes. They had to rebuild the gearboxes and two engines.
Oh my God!
What do we think old Donald was saying right here?
Those guys were so tired Saturday when I showed up, Logan. It was wild.
I've never seen Donald like as tired as he was.
Yeah,
like, the whole crew. But I walked into the pit and Donald was like.
I've only met Donald once, but can you imagine me and Donald going round for about 6 hours Like me and him
You're
just
gonna
drinking
go-
as much as we can for 6 hours. That would be interesting.
You're gonna have
I
to
think
go
we should
longer
do
than
it.
that to keep
Yeah.
up with Donald.
Yeah.
Bert just went into his John Gruden mode there with his visor on now. So
We got some more for Bert here too.
Oh God, I got a fit shirt on. It's about 3 sizes too small. But
They don't
yeah.
make him. I told him he needed to get Larry Richwine size.
Yeah. they don't make them double cheeseburger size. Is that what you said, Logan?
That's what I said. I said they don't make them in the double cheeseburger size.
Don't
Isn't
feel
that what
bad, Bert.
Richwine always says?
Every time I buy a T-shirt, it's always fits me when I go to the store and I try it on. When I come home and I put it through the laundry and then it doesn't fit anymore, I think the city of Bowling Green is doing something to my water to make my shirt shrink after I wash them. That's all I'm going to say.
When we gave you T-shirts in Evansville and you said you were a 2X, I started laughing. I was like, I'm a 2X, bro.
I was 2X when I got there. I wasn't 2X when I left.
Oh shoot! That was a Pumpkin Center then, right, Bert?
What? Yeah, that was the
that
shirt center. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
Did they have a good show?
Yeah, it was an awesome show. We got started about an hour late. Had semis, blower trucks, Pro Street diesels. I mean, it was a great show. We had about 4,700 people there. I mean, it was a big crowd. So
Nice.
That's a legendary
Nice.
facility. Yeah.
Some other things that I found interesting is Schultz actually listened to me and got me some PK in the trailer.
I did. No, Logan, that was for you, bud.
Yeah.
That was for you, Logan.
Set up on board. Yep. Get it in.
For those of you that watch on Full Pull Live, this is Phil Kelly, our executive producer.
Put it in. Load it.
Kenzie's running switch and replays.
Load distance.
Aiden's running graphics. Light supers are pulling right now.
For it. Hold for it. They're going to acknowledge it. We're coming out clean to 1. Yep. Prepare the lower third ticket. The bottom line.
So live from the production trailer in Tomah, Wisconsin, Saturday night. 130 hooks tonight.
Yep, lower third. Put it in.
Save you
So
the
you know,
rest there, but
I wondered why Jason came in the trailer and he was like, "Hey, can you go run the drone and get out of here for a minute?" And then he took a video. I get it. All right, I see what's going on.
No, I mean, we're trying to show all of it. Do you know what I mean? And you don't want me flying that drone. You don't want me flying that drone, Biddy. So
I'm giving you shit.
I don't care. I don't care how much you give me. Yes, Stu, you got to unmute yourself after the videos. You and Bert. Here, I'll do it. That's something new.
Yeah, that's new.
Watch your lure through. Yeah,
As
that's
of like
something new.
this afternoon. New.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stu.
They went live
Push
after
a little
that.
microphone button, Stu.
That one.
But thanks for showing that, Logan. PK is the bomb. He is the bomb. He makes our stuff happen.
Look, PK's awesome. There's so much stuff going on in that trailer, and he's like,
does
like, boom,
PK
all
stand
over
there
it.
the whole time and just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it that
He's like
hectic?
an
It seems
energizer
hectic.
He's got
It
the
is.
most badass vision.
Stu, you
He'll be like-
went last 10 seconds in there.
Yeah, because I'm very OCD and it's constructional. He's like, point here, point here, point here, point here. And I'm like,
No, dude, all you
I
care
love
about is
to work
camp.
under PK.
You'd be like, where's the campground camera? Where's the campground camera? Where's the bees? Where's the
I'm
titties?
just
Where's the
saying,
campground
if that's half of the show, if that's half of the experience, and there's not a tractor or truck going down the track and they're resetting the sled or they're filling dirt, go to the campground camera. Like, there's got to be something. You can't have dead air. You cannot have dead air. That's all I'm saying.
Well, if it's a
Yeah,
floating
have you ever-
down camera, you better be careful because there's some stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
PK
That's
will
the
not let us
problem
have a
with doing
campground
that.
camera. There's
I
no
know,
way that
it's
PK will
fine.
let us
It's
have
okay.
a campground camera.
There's a reason why BG won't allow the women's. Used to BG if there was a full pull, there was, and not mine.
What, Bert? What they did the wave, Bert? They did the wave.
flashed.
Yeah, they did
flashed.
wave.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it was the
They
wave.
did the wave. They did the wave, Bert.
It was the wave, Jason. Yeah, it was the wave. They were waving. Hey, look, I was 15. That was first place I ever got flashed. It was fantastic.
You still.
I feel like it's going to turn into
Remember that
Ricky
day.
Bobby, the hey driver, drive these.
All right.
Okay,
Please,
whenever in history has TNA not sold, has not put, you know what I'm saying? Like, it sells for a reason. I'm just saying, it sells for a reason.
Oh, no. We're not, Stu. We're not making fun of it. We're just embracing it.
We're just saying.
Yeah.
Saying. Yeah.
No, look, I'm not saying show that on a campground camera. All I'm saying is that, like, specifically when it comes to BG, it seems, and I understand why they say we can't focus on that. I'm just saying, in my opinion, from the people that I've talked to, I can't speak for everybody, the Canadians that come from 20 hours away, the people that come from Germany, the people that come from New Zealand, all those signatures on our camper, Jason, you've seen it from New Zealand, the Haktua, one of the Haktua people signed it, South African people signed it. They don't come to BG just for the number of vehicles going on the track. They come for the entire atmosphere.
Stu?
And if you took, that's all.
Stu?
Yeah.
Stu, you respect me, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Why do you think I brought you on to our podcast?
No, I get it. Like, I appreciate it. I really do. And it makes you guys look thinner with me on, too. Let's just be honest. It makes all you guys look thinner.
Thank you, Stu. I appreciate that.
No, Stu.
All the help I can get.
Stu, you're the fan side of it that promoters need to cater to. We need to cater to Stus. Not everybody's a Stu.
Thank God.
But
Let's
but
go
a lot
around
of
the room. We've got Polar, production, some Yahoo, and a fan.
Right.
Yeah.
And we need more fans. Stu is our.
Whoa. Who's the Yahoo?
I think I am.
Oh.
He's in the middle.
I got my team. Listen, when Kenzie and I went to Foobtorf, it sold out on Sunday.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let more people in. And you know why? Because it's a freaking party.
Yep.
Okay? Great truck and tractor pulling. I love truck and tractor pulling. But I want to fill the Houston Astrodome again. And said, I want somebody to stand outside of every pool and say, sorry, we can't let any more people in. It's full. That's what I want.
Yeah. That'd be a good problem to have.
Yep.
I agree.
So, embrace it. And I love what Bowling Green's done. They have a party, and a tractor pull broke out, right? And Dave Schultz said that.
Exactly.
But they're controlling the party. Stu wants to let every Tom, Dick, and Harry in there on Saturday night.
Well, here's I'm just saying, look, remember when Charles used to be on your podcast? Remember when Charles was on this?
Yep. Now, everybody that's professional is no longer on our podcast.
Well, no. I've never. No, let's be honest. I'm going to be real here for a minute. I'm going to be 100% honest.
You should be real all the time. You should be real all the time, Stu.
I've never met. I met Ryan when I was in Evansville, right? I met Ryan.
Yep.
He was
Roos.
Yeah, I met Roos. He was really cool. We didn't get a chance to talk much, but he's cool. But when Charles made the comment, something to the effect of, "We need to get rid of the north side," I don't understand why we have that anymore. And I'm like, dude, you don't get it. You don't have to have a family side on the south side and a party side on the north side. You just need to have everybody, and they generally do love each other. It has never been anybody saying you have to sit on this side because you're about, drinking beer or whatever, and you're just with your kids. So nobody's ever said that anywhere at Bowling Green that I've ever heard, from the blue shirts down to unofficial people. It's just been this kind of a culture thing, but we need to get to the point where everybody can sit anywhere they want, and we all just have a good time. So when he said to the effect of, well, we need to get rid of this north side thing, I'm like, dude, kiss half of the money away if you just want to shoo all those people away. That was my thing. That was the only thing that rubbed me the wrong way. And
well, they didn't take his advice. It's okay.
Yeah.
Bowling Green's still kind of, you guys.
You take away the north side, you can take out Bowling Green.
Who sells? Bowling Green is the only pool that I know that sells all their campsites. Fort Recovery has a big party.
Yeah.
I've only been introduced to Grand National Pulling the last couple of years working with Full Pull Live. Otherwise, I ran Badger State and I ran with the Outlaws. Rock Valley has a good campground. Wisner has a good campground. Iowa State Fair has an amazing campground, but that's a state fair. I mean,
what do you think about that idea? What do you think about that idea we talked about last week? And I put the comment on the other show when you were talking with Rich from the NTPA, because I had heard this in Evansville that they were thinking about for next year's schedule or the year after going forward to help Wisner. They were going to move it away from the same dates as Bowling Green.
Yeah, I'm just a social media dude, Stu.
Oh, okay. So. I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's not. It would help Wisner out, so they're not directly competing with Bowling Green, because I want to see every event succeed. I'm not.
Stu, how much do promoters have to pay you to come to their event and be their campground correspondent? What do you need? Gas money?
No. They don't have to pay me. I mean, if you could help me with gas money and just food and shelter with a light that turns off. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, stop. Let's tell the story. So we get Airbnbs for full pull light. And we were in a part of Evansville that's been rejuvenated.
What?
And,
what?
Our house. Okay, we were in the hood. We were in the hood.
Well, hey, Louisville wasn't much better.
No, you're right. You're right.
No, but the thing is that you said, hey, I got an air mattress for you. And I said, great. I'm so exhausted. I left my apartment at 2 a.m. in BG. I drove straight to Evansville. Then as soon as I got the gate, I started working for you. I'm like, here's a camp package. So then I was there till 9:30, 10 at night. And then I was like, oh, I'm just so exhausted. And then you took my friend and said, hey, you're going to follow these guys. You're going to take you to the house in Evansville and you're going to go to sleep. So when I got to the house, they had the air mattress set upstairs in front of the TV and they were still drinking, partying. And I'm like, guys, it's 12:30 at night. I'm exhausted. Like, I have diabetes and I'm old. I have to get some rest. They're like, oh, well, we thought you were just going to sleep with us up here. I'm like, yeah, but you guys aren't sleeping. The TV's on, the lights on. You guys are drinking. You guys are going to stay up like normally I would. But I'm about ready to collapse. He's like, oh, well, come down here in the basement. So he looks in the basement. He goes, well, there's no spotters except for over here by the hot water tank. I think this will work. So he lifts it up. And I was like, okay, I can make this work. I sit on the air mattress. And then I go, how do I turn this damn light off? And then we couldn't figure out to turn it off. So I eventually just took a shower and I just rolled in the corner. And the light was on all night. And I just couldn't sleep. It wasn't anything bad. Like, I appreciate it. It was just like, I just said to myself, you know what? I can't do this another night with the light on. I'm just going to sleep in my truck with the towel hanging over the window and the visor. And I'm going to just prop myself up against the seatbelt and put my legs on the other side. And I was fine because there was a shower room there. And the guys from the 4-H gave me the code to get in the shower room because I didn't know where the other one was. It worked out fine, but it was just funny because I couldn't get the light to turn off. And I just laid there thinking, this is going to be fun, but man, this light's going to drive me nuts. So it was.
Did Evansville have nice showers?
That building needs some renovation. I'm just going to say that to be nice. There was 2 showers in that room at that place at the top of the hill by the 4-H camping. I know I sent you a letter, an email of all my suggestions for next year. One of the things you guys really need to do when we go back there next year, you need to hire a company that has a portable shower trailer similar to what BG does. And then you charge people a wristband to take a shower. You know, say, hey, you can take the free shower at the top of the hill, or you can pay, $10 a shower or whatever and use the trailer service. I think that's probably going to be better. But no, I wasn't. I love my trip to Evansville. It was just that first night I was so exhausted I couldn't turn the light off. And I thought, well, I'm just going to make the best of this, and I hope nobody comes in and steps on me. So it was fine. It was a life experience. Nothing bad happened. It was fun. I would do it. Yeah, I would do it all over again. I would absolutely do it all over again. But no, people do not have to pay me. It's just I don't have enough money to travel and do this stuff. So if they can just like give me gas money and a little bit of food when I get there, and that's fine. I can help. I don't mind doing that. So yeah.
No, I want you to be our mayor, the mayor of Funtown.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And if I can get the camper mechanically to where I know, being that I'm driving by myself, there's nobody's going to go with me. Andy has kids. My best friend John has kids. He just bought a new house. I just helped him move. I don't have anybody to go with me as a co-pilot.
You have a buddy who just bought a house?
What's that?
You have a buddy who just bought a house?
Yeah, remember my best friend John that helps me set up every year?
Who do you use for his mortgage?
I don't know.
Damn it, Stu. I thought we had a deal.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't tell me these things. Look, his
either
wife.
Jason trying to sell houses or Logan trying to sell.
I know.
You call me if you need pulling parts, and we'll.
We can do a mortgage in every state but New York. A USA mortgage people.
He doesn't tell me anything. Look, my friends don't tell me anything about their lives.
He's not your best friend, Stu. Then he's not your best friend.
I only have 2.
Sell you parts, including in New York.
Yeah, I have 2 friends, Andy and John, and I only see John because he lives here in town. But like, they have lives. He has a kid. They have a baby. Like, I'm the weird 40-some-year-old guy that I can't come around all the time. So I only see him about once every 2 weeks.
They can't come around all the time. They don't let you around their kids.
Because here's why. Because here's my thing. This is another reason why I'm single. Because I don't compromise on anything. People go, hey, my wife wants to go have Chinese. I want to go have Italian. I say, well, then tell her to go drive her car and go get Chinese because we're going to get Italian. I don't compromise. I do not ever compromise. So that's why I'm single. So my friends don't want me to come around all the time because I don't want to do what their wives want to do. I want to go drink bourbon. I want to go to Cedar Point. I want to go to Put-in Bay. I don't want to do any of that just boring shit. I don't want to do any of it.
Stu, promise you're going to come on every Monday. Promise me.
Oh, I'll be on. I got to figure out a way to get Wi-Fi in the camper, but for right now, I have to deal with it.
I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. Beer money's going to buy it. Whatever you need.
We'll get you a Starlink. It's fine.
Yes.
Okay.
I hope it works better than yours did, Biddy.
No, mine was better after the fact.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Do we have real quick to figure out which is better, a bucket from Buc-ee's or a bucket from Lowe's? Or is that for another night?
No, I think we do it.
Hello, fans.
Today on Fun Facts with Larry, the Buc-ee's bucket is bigger than the Lowe's bucket. They look the same, but the Lowe's bucket will fit in the Buc-ee's bucket, but the Buc-ee's bucket will not fit in the Lowe's bucket. Stick with me and follow me for more tips on just how big your bucket is.
That was hilarious.
Oh. Rich Wine's full of that kind of stuff too, man.
Dude, that guy, that's gold. That is gold, Logan. I love you for doing that.
The best story I've ever heard from Larry Richwine was when whenever he had to do good old LD Nation's interview for the radio there at Bowling Green. Welcome. This is LD Nation. Come by my campsite and meet me and my wife, and we'll give you a tour and show you a little bit about our stuff. And so LD got there and hears this, or his wife hears this, and she goes up to LD and goes, "When did you record that?" And he goes, "Record what? Oh, it must be good old Rich Wine again."
So Larry was imitating him?
Oh, yeah. That man does the best LD Nation impression I've ever heard.
I've never met LD, just seen him pull before. So, is LD Nation still alive?
Yes, sir. Can we get him on? Probably 15, 20 miles from me.
Well, let's get him on the podcast, bro. It's like having the Making Bacon special and not talking about it. One of the most legendary pulling vehicles in the history.
You can dang near set your watch to it every Sunday evening around 5 o'clock. He'll come up to the Baumgars here in Lewisburg and get chicken feed with his wife and just do his usual farm activities. But
Well, you should accost him and tell him that he wants that he's wanted on the Let's Grow Pulling podcast on Monday night.
What does a cost mean, Jason?
What
does a cost mean?
You should grab a hold of him and fucking tell him he's going to be on the podcast.
All right, cool. I had no idea. Oh, yeah. This is classic. This is
You know the one person I've always wanted to see on this show, and I think we talked about this a couple of years ago, but I don't know if he's willing to come on this, is Dave Banner.
I don't know the Banners. Corporal knows the Banners.
Okay.
Didn't he? I think did he do Breaking Barriers or no? I think he's done some.
Okay.
I think he's been on some before. Or maybe Rob Guy had him on.
Stu.
Yeah.
Stu, if you want to be our the chief camping correspondent and the talent finder, we'll let you do that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now wait a minute.
Yeah.
We're saying talent finder. I might have to go to the truck stops to get some talent. They may not be always pulling it.
Talent,
okay.
Just saying.
Look at Bert. Bert changed his hat again, and he's covering his eyes right now.
Hey, I used to be a truck driver. Remember a couple years ago? So
you did?
Yeah, I drove for JB Hunt for like 6 years.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know Piss Jug Guy?
Who?
Piss Jug Guy.
No, I don't know. I don't.
What is Piss Jug Guy?
From the Salina 52 truck stop.
Oh, are we bringing back some Weaver Valley Speedway guys?
Yeah.
What do you got, Logan? What do you got, Logan?
Oh, let's see what's new this
them.
week on Weaver Valley Speedway.
So Salina 52 truck stop is like one of the other pages that's like that.
Yes, sir.
And their mascot is Piss Jug Man.
Well, that's a real thing. You go to any petrol or Loves or truck stop, and people always wonder why there's jugs of milk next to the diesel pumps. It's not milk. It's not milk. It's not.
Apple juice either.
It's not. Yeah. I'm just being honest.
What'd you piss in, Stu, back in the day?
So I'll tell you a story. I had to drive from Montpelier, Ohio, over by the Indiana line. I had to go all the way down to, I think it was Shelbyville, to a glass factory. I was hauling glass, and I had to go down 69. But between Fort Wayne and Indianapolis, there's only one truck stop. And in the state of Indiana, you're not allowed to pull over on a ramp and stop as a semi-truck. You get a ticket. So I had to pee and go number 2 so bad that I eventually just pulled over, and I had a 5-gallon bucket, and luckily I had a trash bin. You know, I had a bag, and I just went in the bucket as fast as I could. I had a sleeper truck, and then I had wet wipes. And then I just kept driving. But, like, you got to do what you got to do as a truck driver. Like, you have to do what you have to do. I had a Powerade bottle one time, and I had a Powerade that was empty, and then I had an orange flavored Powerade. And I must have had something really bad for breakfast, because by the time I peed in that Powerade jug, I couldn't tell which was the actual drink and which was my pee. And I ended up not trusting either one. I just threw them both away.
So was it a Bucky's bucket?
Did you shit in a five? You just told us you shit in a 5-gallon bucket in the back of your semi, correct?
I had to. There was nowhere to stop. I had to. I couldn't hold it for another 200 miles. Like, there's nothing I could do. I had a garbage bag in it. I had wet wipes. I was clean about it. I just tied the garbage bag. Next time I got to where I was going, I did my live unload with the glass. I threw it in the dumpster. You got to do what you got to do as a truck driver. Anyone that's a driver that's on watching right now will tell you, I'm not lying. You can be sanitary about what you do, but you got to do what you got to do in a truck. Like, you just got to do what you got to do.
Sometimes
I get it. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got a hot bag one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And stay off channel 19 between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m.
Why?
Do not get on channel 19 between 10 and 3 a.m. Do not.
You can't set something up like that and not tell us what's going on.
That's why I'm saying it, because you guys are going to find somebody who has a CB tonight, and you're going to go, what's on channel 19? And you're going to listen. You're going to go, oh my good Lord. I got to go to church twice now on Sunday. Yeah, you don't want to be on that between 10 and 3.
I need a
portable CB in my truck, and it's 9:15.
Stu, what was your handle? What was your handle?
Happy ass. Because they put a new seat in my truck. I had a bad air seat in my truck, and they put a new seat in. I said, man, I got a happy ass now. So that was my handle.
Oh, Logan, what would be your handle if you were a trucker?
Oh boy.
Happy ass.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's for you guys. Just got to think all the dumb stuff I've said over the years and come up for something stupid for me.
Logan,
it's got to be a name it's got to be a name that describes you, Logan. It has to be something that says something about you, maybe not necessarily your body, but something about you.
Expensive is the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, pretty much. Put the Weber Valley or the Salina. Put that back up.
Yeah. Let's see. Right off Weber Valley Speedway. Drivers, please use the damn detour out of Turd 4. If you hit the damn 4th July works display, you will be banged for the rest of the season. People trying to shop safely.
That's
great. Love it.
You got the Amish or Mennonite man out here with the please drive slow. Golly.
Dude, but you drive through Shipshewana, in Indiana, and they have some of the best restaurants. I drove through there a couple times driving truck, and I stopped. I don't care if I was parked there illegally or not. I don't remember what state route that was, but I stopped. There used to be an all-you-can-eat Amish restaurant on the corner of 28, whatever that was. And, dude, unbelievable food out there. Unbelievable.
Oh, I love it.
We need to look up some Salina 52.
How come we don't do the call anymore, Jason? Remember we used to randomly call people on Facebook Marketplace?
We can bring it back.
We need to bring that back.
We used to. We've had some fun ones. We've had some fun
Oh, my God. Who was the lady? Who was the lady you called in Louisiana and you kept calling her like 3 weeks in a row?
Oh, let me look her up on my phone.
And she kept talking to you about other stuff, and she didn't realize you were messing with her, and she just kept talking to you, and every time you call, she would just keep talking.
Stu, there are stupid people in this world, and we exploited her to the whole world. So, and him. Wait till my husband gets home. He showed us his lawnmower, and
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
We still haven't called the 2 Chinese restaurants, Jason.
We got to do that. So I seen that TikTok of the 2 Chinese. Chinese restaurant, what you want? Chinese restaurant, what do you want? The 2 phones talking. Logan, you got accepted into college already, right?
Yeah.
All right, good. So we're not going to screw this up for you. So the rest of us are already.
Yeah, we're all. Well, dude, let me tell you, the Asian people here in Bowling Green that run this place as a buffet, They know me so well that when I walk in, they don't even have to ask me what I want to drink. I went there the other day with John after helping him move, and I walked in the door. She goes, "How many?" I go,
John, the guy who didn't use me for his mortgage, that John?
Yeah, that John. Yeah.
Okay, that's what
She goes, "Hi, you want iced tea?" And I go, "Yeah, iced tea." I didn't even have to say anything. And John goes, "Wow, that's really sad that you're known here for what you're going to drink. They don't even have to ask you." And I go, "Well, it's a good and a bad thing, I guess." No, he didn't tell me the house was bought until it was too late. I would have told him about your mortgage company.
Jason,
So, yeah.
Jason, I guarantee you that if he needs some pulling parts, he'll call Logan.
Probably. You've been here for an hour. Man, we're having this is getting out of control. So. No, Stu, you're awesome.
I tried. And listen, do you like my hat, by the way? Because all I did was put your stickers on a General Straw hat. I didn't,
Yeah, we need to get real ones made. So.
Dude, you would make money on these. These are, with your big label on the front and the little ones on the side, people would love these things.
I'm on it.
We are seeking the public assistance locating this man that dispensed a fountain bush light without providing ID this morning. When confronted, he threw a $5 bill at our cashier and ran out the door. Even if the child's doing a beer run for you, it is still required for them to show your ID to an employee. If located, please notify management so that we can give him back his $2 and change.
That's great.
That is classic.
Those guys are amazing.
Logan, do you got anything else in the stash?
That's all I've got in the stash for right now.
Well, we thank you, Jim Schaendorf, for coming on. We encourage all of you to go on out and touch us too this Friday night in Dorr, Michigan at the Summer Sizzler. And then the Grand National and Regional Truck and Tractor Pull, 6 o'clock Saturday night. Jason, Bittinger, and myself and Kenzie, we're heading to Rushville, Indiana tomorrow. So we have a Region 2 show tomorrow night. And then Marion, Ohio, Thursday night. This is all on Full Pull Live. Marion is Thursday night. We have Grand National Light Mods, Region Superstock Trucks, and Region Classic Superstock Tractors. And then Dorr is Grand National Light Mods, Grand National Semis, which run first. And then Region 2, right, Wolverine? Region 2 four-wheel drive trucks, two-wheel drive trucks, and Super Farm Tractors.
And minis.
And minis. Oh, they got minis too.
Minis.
Okay, Region 2 minis.
Got minis.
Logan, if you can't bring the tractors to Bowling Green, will you come out and work with us that week?
I will come out and work with you that weekend. That
you
whole
can
week.
do social. We're gonna sick you loose on interviews like you did.
You have no idea what your body's going to go through.
It's a 5 sessions. It wears you out as a
It's
fan.
a marathon. It's a marathon.
All of us. We're all
everybody
tired.
has the BG flu by Sunday morning. Everybody, when you tear down, when you saw me Sunday, when you chased me down with the golf cart with Doug on it, you notice how my voice was gone. Everybody has the BG flu by Sunday morning. Everybody does.
That tired and hungover or what?
Both.
Well,
you got to remember. You got to remember our site alone. So it's just me, and then Big John, and then Big Andy, John, and then just whoever shows up around me. I bring 400 or 500 cans of Busch Light. I bring my 10 bottles of whiskey that I made. I bring Preston from Illinois is making about 300 Jello shots this year because the guys from Mata in Europe know about me. They're coming back because remember I'm the one that introduced them to Jello shots last year, and I texted Dave Schultz at 5 a.m. going, "Hey, nobody was around the Mata guys. I showed them beer pong and Jello shots. Hope that was okay." Never got a response on my phone.
Weird that the guy who runs Bowling Green wouldn't text you back, Stu.
I know. But I mean, we go through a lot, and I'm a little site. Like the guy that has the container at the other end of Parade Alley, the guy that made the bar out of the shipping container, that guy's hardcore. I mean, that was a lot of money. I give him credit. Like that guy is a super, does it right. I'm just set up some canopies. Here's a tent. Sign it. Here's some couches. Here's some beer pong table. I try to make it as nice as I can, but there's some professional sites there that I'm envious. They're really awesome.
Anybody watching, if you went back to Bowling Green back in the late 90s, early 2000s, that's kind of when I first started going. The coolers were epic.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you what were written on some of the coolers because this isn't PG rated. But anyway, there were coffins. I remember one year a mini rod built an engine made a cooler out of an engine, basically. And The pullers were trying to get pulling tires. They couldn't get any mini rod tires. The pullers were like offering him like $3,000-$4,000 for a set of Firestone triple cuts. I mean, that's just the kind of crazy chaos.
Yeah, wow.
And then, the flashing, that's kind of going away, but I kind of miss those days.
Stu, we're gonna get you a camping sponsor, Stu. Like Camping World or somebody's gonna sponsor Stu, the chief camping correspondent. We're gonna get you something new.
You might
you're just gonna travel the world on your YouTube channel, Camping with Stu.
Well, I loved. We talked about a couple years ago. The one thing I would love to get, and I tried to make a design for this a couple years ago. Remember, I sent you a makeshift AI picture of it. Was a canopy that has the logo with beer money on it, full pole, and it said Parade Alley Lounge, and it just had little generic pictures of confetti and beer cans. And I thought, man, if I could just get something as simple as that, and I could travel, I would live the dream.
Stu, we're gonna make that happen.
Okay,
we're gonna make that happen. All right, Bert, do you guys think, Bert, where are you going next, boss?
Wherever you send me from here on
out. Boy, we're going to talk about that after the podcast. Benny, oh, you're with me.
Yep, I'm leaving early.
Rushville, Marion, Dorr, and then the Buck. Then the Buck.
Send me Dorr Sizzler. I know I have the thing on my social media of the son, but send me the his information so he knows when I show up there, so I can text him or call him.
No, I'm gonna give you his phone number right now.
Okay, well I don't have a pen and paper, so just text it to me.
Jesus, Stu, we gotta do everything for you,
dude. I'm in a chair backed up against my wall.
Another 20 minutes after the show, recapping everything, and we'll get to it then.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Stu. Nope, there's Stu. Where's Stu? Stu, welcome. Stu is the mayor of Funtown. He's our new chief camping correspondent. Welcome to Let's Grow Pulling, Stu.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to join the team here, and I would like to say this is my sign off every time. It's always best to live for today because tomorrow's not guaranteed. So make every moment count.
There you go.
That's it. Great words.
That's money. Stu, you are the official sign off from now on, Stu. That's gold. Love you, bro.
Thank you. Love you guys.
We'll catch you right back here. 7 Central, 8 Eastern, I think is what it is.
The best 2 hours and 17 minutes of your life. I'm back for the redemption round.
Today on Fun Facts with Larry.
When the power hits the track, GMS is behind it. Family owned, built Butler County, Ohio, trusted worldwide. GMS delivers the good stuff: oil primer pumps, diamond forgings, dart and sleeves, precision bearings, and piston rings. From rods to complete front drive assemblies, we've got it covered. Led by Brett Payne and backed by a skilled crew, GMS is more than a machine shop. We're your pulling partner. GMS, solid parts, reliable service, built for the long haul.
Get top-quality truck parts, as well as expert application information about tractor pulling and clutch assembly, from our professionals in Waynesburg, Kentucky. Call Kenny's today.
Contact Corsa today and ask about their pullers packages that give you all the information you need to know about your engine.
Extreme Performance and Tire Cutting in Rock Valley, Iowa gives their customers the most competitive edge possible. Be supreme. Buy Extreme.
Lincoln Diesel Specialties offers high-quality diesel performance products and services for various models of trucks. Check them out online.
The Pullers Championship is presented by a team of people with a commitment to the sport of pulling and a need to give back to the sport they love. The Pullers Championship was not created to be exceptional. It was created to be the exception.